was able to pick up the first down and get close to Chelsea territory.
Well, the DJ up here told us earlier they have a good defense, but he thought they need more work on their offense. Well, so far, not the case. All right, 1st and 10 for the Rams at their own 47, 48-yard line. They're going to have trips right, tied into the left, single back in the backfield. Carver takes a snap, keeps the quarterback, keeps it, finds an opening hole, and looks like number 25 for Chelsea. It's going to be Connor Griffin on the tackle for the Hornets.
Yeah, Connor coming up from his safety position there to converge, make the tackle after a pickup of about 6. That's that read play we talked about. That the quarterback's reading the defensive end. The defensive end takes a running back, then he's going to keep it and bring it up the middle. And Connor recognized that and came down and make the tackle.
All right, ball between the 2 hash marks, trips right. The fullback goes in front of him. The quarterback calls his own number again, picks up another 3 to 4 yards. So Richard's going to be another Ram first down. That gets them into Chelsea territory. They're going to be at the Chelsea 40, depending on the spot, about the 42, 41-yard line. Yeah, let's see where they'll put the ball down. Yeah, they're trying to see if it's a first down or not. They're going to let the side judge over here mark it, and imagine it's going to be close. I don't know if they're going to give them the first down or if they're going to measure. I think they're going to check it out, and they're going to call for a measure.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, which is weird that they brought it to this hash.
Right.
Because the ball was ran to the left hash, and usually the ball is spotted on the nearest hash where the ball ended up, and it was clearly near the left hash there.
Yeah, that's exactly right. So it's either going to be 3rd and about 2 inches, or it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Rams. But either way, the ball is at the Hornet 42-yard line. Richard defensively, I don't know if they got us on their heels. I don't know if we're trying to figure out the formation. Sometimes when you're playing a new team and you're doing some things, because I know that Coach Ellison's repped a lot of these plays this week. I watched a little film myself on Carver. So I think they're just trying to get adjusted to the speed and get adjusted to the formations and plays that are being run at them. Yeah, right now they're just getting a heavy dose of that 210-pound quarterback running right at them. Let me tell you about our game sponsor here. The game sponsor for today's game is Skelton's Heating and Air Conditioning. Skelton's Heating and Air Conditioning offers repair and installation services in the greater Birmingham area. At Skelton's, they believe in quality, honesty, and integrity, and that's the way they conduct their business every day. Skelton's Heating and Air offers quality work at a fair price and combines that with impeccable service. Whether it's residential or commercial, you'll appreciate the technical skill and personal commitment to putting people before profit. It's 205-277-6055. Skelton's Heating and Air Conditioning. All right, you were telling us about our sponsor there, and they measured, and the Rams are a little short. And here's what you were talking about. The ball was ran to the left hash. They moved it all the way to the right hash to mark it, and now they're moving it back to the left hash to mark it again with the chains. Right. So when we start play again, it's going to be about 3rd and literally about 2 inches. So unless Chelsea can get a push and get them in the backfield, you got to imagine the quarterback's going to keep it again here over the up the middle of the line. Yeah, with our 3-man front, I'm sure Coach will have some kind of heavy or bare front where they'll shift the guys down inside a little bit and then let your linebackers flow to the ball. All right, this formation here, I'm going to go ahead and tell you it's going to be a lead to the left and see if my scouting's right. You got twins right, single receiver left, fullback and tailback in the backfield. Oh, a little counter right there. On the film we had watched that Richard with that formation, the fullback was to the left, and the quarterback would hand it off and it would fall to fullback. But that's a nice little trap counter right there by the Rams, and picked up a Ram first down right there. Well, and you said you had mentioned earlier in the week that you thought Carver had some tendencies, and that's getting away from their tendencies that you talked about. All right, that was a 280 Medical Supply first down. It's a woman-owned and locally operated company, specializes in braces, catheters, and a full line of medical equipment and supplies. 280 Medical Supply, 11600 Old Highway 280 in Chelsea, 678-8755. All right, trips right. Looks like Carver is going to call a timeout. Yep. All right, Richard, with 9 minutes, 9 seconds left to go in this scoreless first quarter. Rams are driving. They have the ball down to the Hornet 39-yard line. And it looks like the Rams have called timeout to see. I guess they didn't like what they saw. Yeah, and it's kind of been a weird start of a game here. We started the game, then we had that equipment timeout, and we just had a timeout for the measurement. Now we're going to have a timeout coming out of the measurement or after the first down. So it's kind of hard to get into a rhythm right there. Yeah, it is. Chelsea didn't spend much time on the sideline. They came right back out on the field. And I think Coach Ellison probably said, hey, let's just settle down, read your keys. Like you said a while ago, there's some tendencies that Carver has, but they're running against those tendencies there because based on what film I watched, they like to run the lead off that formation, and that time they came back with the counter. So All right, it's going to be first down and 10 for the Rams at the Hornet 39-yard line. And they're going to have, it's going to be twins right, single receiver left. See if they're going to run the other receiver out. So they're going to have trips right. The ball is in between the two hash marks. Going left to right, the Rams are. All right. Matthew Young at quarterback for the Rams, standing about 6 yards behind the quarterback, runs the option left, and he calls his own number. Ball comes out. And I'm anxious to see. Chelsea has recovered the fumble. Big hit. I'm not sure who hit him. I'm not sure if it was Stephen Fant.
I believe Kobe Clements came in from his
might have
middle
been
linebacker
Colby.
there. He's dancing around like he's fired up, and he came in and there was a good lick laid, and on that little option run right there, but because he came in from the quarterback's right side, and his helmet probably hit the ball and knocked it out.
They ran speed option left, like you said, and the quarterback decided to keep it, which means the end took pitch.
Yep.
But that's all right. It's all right. Chelsea takes over first and 10 on the far hash mark, going right to left. We have twins left, twins right. Vic Lindsay and tailback behind Turner Griffin. Michael Gibbs comes in motion. The ball handed to Vic Lindsay up the middle, and Vic ran into a wall of, they have what do you call it, blue and red, blue jerseys, red pants. Kind of it's a different combination of colors we've seen.
This is kind of like Vestavia, Homewood.
Yeah, that's
got
a
the
good
navy.
one. Yeah,
I mean, got the royal and the red there. Good-looking uniforms.
Yeah,
you
Carver's
know,
in a
color.
4-3 defense. Same formation for the Hornets, still in the right hash. No gain on the play. Second down and 10 for the Hornets. Turner calls the call. Throws a quick screen to number 11, Caleb Tyndall. And Caleb's going to pick up about 8 yards before he's brought down. New play for the Hornets right there. They looked out here to Vic like they were going to throw the quick screen and threw the tunnel screen underneath the number 11, Caleb Tyndall.
Yeah, Turner did a good job. Did a good job that time. That time the left tackle was released, had a quick release, and Turner was able to get the ball away.
All right, third down and 3. They backed it up a yard. Turner calls a snap, hands it to Vic Lindsay over right tackle. Vic lowers his head, and it's going to be real close. Based on that side, Judge, it's going to be a good spot. It's going to be a first down for the Hornets. Let's see what the official comes in and says. Yeah, they're moving. They started moving the chains. Yep.
Yeah, it's first
and
down.
they're moving the chains.
A little stretch play there to the right.
Vic ran harder that time he did the first time on first down. I think Vic likes to get outside more than he does up inside.
Yeah, he ran a little tentative that last.
He did.
The play before that when he ran up the middle.
Twins left, tight end in the backfield. Vic Lindsay goes to the left. It's Vic Lindsay over right
play
tackle.
action.
Vic lowers
Turner
his head
rolls
to his left. It's going to be real
one guy,
close.
looks downfield.
Based on that
Like
side, I just have to throw it away, and he does. He just throws it away, which is a smart play. And we got a flag, which I'm not sure there was. I didn't see anything when the flag was thrown.
Maybe defensive holding there. I mean,
Well, let's
I don't
see.
think we didn't have any offensive line downfield.
Didn't see any either, but
And
that's
the area was
that's been
thrown.
area. Yeah, they're calling a legal man downfield, and that's the danger in throwing the ball away is if you have linemen downfield.
Yep.
And that's where the linemen have to be conscious of what's going on. Got some lights going on and off, like a little spooky. Okay. All right, Smitty down there, the coach from Chelsea.
Who's running our stream for us down there. So
Yep.
those of us that are watching it,
So
ChelseaBuzzMedia.com.
Did Carver decline the penalty?
I think he did because it's going to bring up second down.
Okay, so second down and 10 at the Hornet 45-yard line. 7 minutes, 30 seconds left to go in this scoreless first quarter. Twins left, another tight end in the backfield, single receiver to the top. The ball in between the two hash marks. Collier Blair checks in the game at tailback. Turner Griffin calls the play, looks to audible, checks the judge. It's going to be a good spot. It's going to be a first down for the Hornets. The ball is snapped, handed to Collier up the middle. Collier stays behind his blockers, gets outside. Great block right there by number 57, Moody. Collier looked a little better right there, Richard. Didn't have as much of a limp and made a good little 5-yard run.
Yeah, it was a good run, and like you said, it was a good block out there by Mark. But then Mark turned around and watched the play.
He
did.
did.
He's got to get out of the way. Either
Great block,
make
yeah.
the block, then go find somebody else to block. But stay out of the way. Get out of the way.
All right, Chelsea running no-huddle offense. Plays being signaled in from the sideline. You're going to have trips right, single receiver left, ball in the near hash mark. Vic checks in for Blair in the backfield, moves to the left of Turner. Turner calls a snap, drops back to pass, throws a little quick screen, and just throws it at the feet of Vic Lindsay. But Richard, I don't know if he'd have went anywhere anyways because we looked like we passed up a linebacker coming, and he might have made the tackle anyways.
Yeah, that's big number 30, Kobe Gunn, 6 foot 220 middle linebacker. Yeah, he probably wasn't have much room to run after he caught that. Turner had to jump a little bit, and when he did, that made the trajectory of the ball go down. which made him throw the ball into the turf.
And Richard right there throwing screens early. That's new. This is something we hadn't seen in a couple of weeks. And so maybe we're trying to slow down if Carver's going to blitz and maybe get their mindset off, hey, we can't blitz a lot because they're going to run screens. All right, Jacob Boyle set to punt. Xander Eccles, the sophomore, great snap. The ball is punted straight up, kind of shanked off his foot. Takes a neutral bounce. Now takes a Hornet bounce down to the 30, 29, 28, 27-yard line. So initially wasn't a great punt, but once it hit, it rolled a little bit. So, all right.
Well, and I'm assuming this week we talked about, probably some of their better playmakers are probably back there returning kicks.
Sure.
So I'm sure coaches all week talked about, hey, don't kick it to this guy, don't kick it to this guy. And as a former punter, sometimes you're trying to directionally kick. Sometimes it may mess up your punts.
And we talk about it practice. Sometimes it's not. We ain't talking about how pretty it is. Hit and roll. Let it hit and roll, especially on this turf.
Right.
All right. Well, 6 minutes 37 seconds to go in the first quarter. Carver will take over on their own 27-yard line. They have trips to the right. Matthews at quarterback. Tailback's offset to the left. They look to throw a quick pass. Throws a quick pass right there. It looks like number 7 forehand for Chelsea comes up on the tackle. Looks like he was assisted by Jacob Clayton, number 41.
Yeah, that's a tough receiver. He caught that, and he got hit after about 7 yards and then drug a couple of our guys down. Looks like he got up enough for a first down.
Yep. The good news then is Richard is about 85 outside and about 84 inside.
Yeah.
So we're sweating a little
Skelton
bit
to
here.
come check out the air
Skelton needs
conditioning.
to come check the heat and air out. All right, so the Rams pick up a 280 Medical Supply first down. They have the ball to their own 37-yard line. Trips right. Throws a quick pass out there to number 3. We had a good angle right there. We got to make a tackle. 21, that's going to be Lawhorn.
Yep.
Did a great job getting off his block, but took a terrible angle and just missed the tackle.
Yeah, and I think as he was running past the receiver that was trying to block him, got his jersey pulled a little bit there, but fought through it. But still, he was there to make the tackle, just didn't.
Yeah, that's what happens. All right, 6:01 left to go in this first quarter. Got a heat timeout. Gives us time to talk about some of our sponsors. Richard, we got Cajun Boys and our Po Boys. Native to Louisiana, the Donovan family brings Cajun recipes to the Deep South. Cajun Boys is located on Highway 52 in Pelham. However, they are opening 2 additional locations in Shelby County, 1 in Chelsea and 1 in Inverness. Cajun Boys and our Po Boys, 205-624-4612 or CajunBoysandOurPoBoys.com. Richard, I can't wait for Jack to bring us some shrimp po' boys.
And I hope he's listening.
I'm going to, you know what, I'm going to text him right now and ask him, is he listening, and say, when we do our next home game, we need some food.
Yeah, I mean.
Greg said he's here. Jack, he wants some food too. All right, Carver comes back out of the timeout. 1st and 10 at the Hornet 49-yard line. Trips left. The ball handed off to number 28 up the middle. And he's met right there, looks like by number 47, Jordan Smith and Stephen Fant. Richard, how big is number 28? He looks like a load.
He does, but he was one of those that I did not get like I said, the roster I found was just a partial roster, and he's not listed on a roster that I have.
He looks kind of like I did, just very stocky and very athletic looking. Still kind of that way, to be honest with you. All right. Kinda. Were you talking about the kind of athletic looking or the kind of stocky?
Well, you're kind of athletic looking, but really stocky.
Yes, that's right. All right, twins left, single receiver right, handed to number 28. He's met by number 41, Jacob Clayton. Safety blitz.
Yep.
Perfect timing right there by Coach Ellison.
Yes, that's a good job by Clayton. He came in there and, where did he tackle? And tackled him low.
That's right.
And that's a good job.
High.
No, you don't want to hit him high. The thing is, we kept him from getting a full head of steam. Anytime you can get those guys trying to make cuts in the backfield, that helps your defense be able to converge and make the tackle.
All right, 4:57 left in the first quarter, 0-0. The Rams are just at midfield on the near hash mark. Trips left. Number 2 looks to throw, throws a quick pass, and just in and out of the hands of the receiver on coverage will be William Sullivan, number 4, the senior. That's going to bring up 4th and 10 right at midfield. So this perfect place to call a fake punt, Richard.
Yeah, and that was a great throw. I mean, it was thrown just where the receiver could catch it.
That's right.
It was just thrown outside his outstretched hands there.
All right, one of our buddies from Fife, Alabama, Chaz Pyron, listening to us tonight. A lot of people didn't know we were playing tonight on Thursday, so hopefully you're listening and watching. Coach Smitty down there streaming live on the app, and you're listening to us on Cool 96.9, or you're using your app on your iPhone or Android on the cool969.com app. All right, the ball is snapped. Thought I heard a whistle. Did you think you heard a whistle?
I did too. Maybe one of the.
Just a bounce right there. You cannot, once again.
Look at this.
We've got to stop letting the ball roll past us, and I'm not quite sure why we got out of the way of that.
He had blockers.
Coach came out on the field, and I don't know if that's Coach Goodwin or Coach Crabtree, but the ball, he's got to stop the ball from rolling past. The ball hit at the 20. He's standing at the 20, and he just moved out of the way to let go. And we can't let that happen. That's a mental mistake right there.
Yeah, and Coach Ellison, that was Coach Ellison that made him. And then a new wrinkle this week, too, is Connor Griffin, who also plays safety, played some running back in middle school. He's checking in at tailback right now. Collier limped off a little while ago.
A 49-yard punt that really should have went for about 30 yards and rolled 19 yards.
This is one of those times you wish you could get under center.
All right, twins left, single receiver right, tight end in. Connor moves to the left of Turner. We got motion coming in, and we got whistle. I think we got a timeout.
Yeah.
You know, and not questioning any strategy here, but being on the 1 yard line, you think maybe you would want a Collier or a Vic Lindsay in, just sure-handed, because they have been running the ball in practice every day. And, you know.
Well, after that run a while ago with Collier, he limped off. And maybe we can
did he?
Maybe we can get Cooper to check out and see what's going on
Cooper
with Collier.
Collier okay?
Ray, he seems to be fine right now. I think he's just giving him a little break to rest that ankle.
Okay, well, good deal, good deal. Was Coach a little heated down there, Cooper, when he let the ball roll by him?
Yeah, let's just say there were a lot of words exchanged.
A lot of words exchanged. Good.
Words that you don't want to repeat, right?
The FCC would be offended
Yes,
if we use those words. All right, Chelsea will have the ball. The ball did roll down to the Hornet 1 yard line. So with 4:33 left in the first quarter, Chelsea will take over 1st and 10 at the 1 yard line. So we got our heels on the goal line. Let's see. Turner does come back out. Turner comes at quarterback.
Connor Griffin still
Connor
on
Griffin at tailback. All right, trips right, single receiver left. Move Connor over. Lando Nichols comes in motion. The ball handed. There's a nice little hole there. Got us out of the end zone. Picked up about 3-4 yards on that play. You could tell it was the first time he's ran the ball in a while just because he was a little timid. But, hey, you know what? He stayed behind his blockers and did a really good job and found a hole.
Yeah, and Connor's a smart guy, and he's got some size to him, you know. He's very athletic. I mean, he's real smart. Coach said he didn't have a problem at all picking up the offense.
No, I don't think so either. 2nd down and 6 for the Hornets. Connor slides to the left. Turner looks to throw a quick pass. Oh, in and out of the hands of Caleb Tyndall. We had a little stick route and an out right there, so Tyndall was open. I'm not sure if it was just a hot or just kind of went off to the right side. Richard's important here. It's not 4th down, it's 3rd down. It's important we pick up the first because not only it's field position, and right now Carver's got field position on us, and if we have to punt from right here, you know, that's good. Going to be good field position for the Rams.
Right, we got to get a first down here to keep this drive going here, and hopefully we can get out of the shut of our own end zone.
All right, 3rd and 6 right here. Twins right, single receiver left. Connor Griffin moves over. Tight end moves over. A little quarterback counter throwing. Just got to throw a quick pass. He's open, and I bet you they're going to call offensive interference right here.
Yeah.
It was just a little bit of a shove. And they're going to call number 9, Douglas Wood. Let's see. Let me speculate. Maybe they might have been defensive holding. He's asking the white hat to come over to him.
There was a little bit of a separation there.
There was, but I don't know if it was offensive interference. I didn't really see it. I was looking at Turner roll. This is going to be a big call because if it goes against Chelsea, that's going to be a huge, huge.
And that was a play that we had some success last week against Briarwood.
Personal foul against Carver. Oh, good. I don't know what happened. The flag was thrown during the play.
I wonder if it was sideline infraction.
You know what? It could have been. Let's mark it 15 yards further. So pickup of about 20 on the play, which got us the Hornet first down, but another 15 yards penalty on Carver. It just said personal foul. We don't have an idea of what happened, but that's okay. So Chelsea picks up a great 280 medical supply first down, and they got the ball way up to the 42-yard line with 3 minutes and 50 seconds to go in this first quarter. This quarter seems like it's lasting forever, but that's okay.
We had another whistle here, a little stoppage in play here.
I thought I've heard 2 times I've heard an inverted whistle. So maybe.
But you know what, though? That play right there was a great play call, great execution, and then the penalty helped. did exactly what we needed it to, get us
Flip
out of
the
the
field.
shadow of our end zone there.
Yep.
Yeah.
So it went from us being on the 1, now we're up to the 42-yard line of the Hornets. We have trips right, single receiver left. Great catch by Doug Wick, great throw by Turner Griffin. Connor Griffin still in the backfield in the pistol formation. Looks like Caleb Tyndall's the tight end, Lando Nichols, and Jacob Boyle out at wide receiver, having to replace Andrew Bartolewski this week. Had to get some new guys in, get some reps. All right. Connor moves over to the right of the quarterback. Snap comes, play action, throws a quick one. We got to throw that ball. It was a quick little screen out to Lando Nickel, and the problem was it was thrown at his feet, and he really – I'm hoping they called it incomplete. Did they get the completion? They did call it incomplete. Good.
I'll tell you one of the things I noticed that when they audibled a while ago, Lando widened out about 3 or 4 steps, and I think if he hadn't, that might have been a completion.
Yeah, and that pass is tough because you got to turn your whole body. The problem is you got to get your body, your shoulder, your hips, and everything turned on that play. And if you don't, you will throw it at the feet. So, all right, it's going to bring up 2nd and 10 right here. Twins right, Twins left, ball in the near hash. Turner looks to throw, throws a quick pass to Lando Nickel. Lando makes a nice move, crosses midfield. Oh, they're calling him out of bounds.
He stepped
short.
out. Yeah, I thought he did.
Yeah.
Made a nice little move, but
he did.
You know, but just stepped out of bounds.
Yeah, Lando, number 17 for the Hornets, not a big fella, 5'5", 140.
I think we say that every week.
Yeah, 2 guys are coming right at him. He made a nice quick move. It's going to bring up a 3rd and about 4 at the Chelsea, what's we going to call that, Richard, 37.5-yard line. 47.5, sorry, Richard. Thank you, Greg, for helping me.
Our statistician, Greg, has made the trip over.
Yep.
Up to Carver with us.
Connor Griffin moves to the right. Counter, hands it off up to him, and he is met at the line. Big 59 for Carver's. He just clogged the hole up. There was nowhere Mark Moody pulled, and there was nowhere to go.
No, Mark got stalemated right there, and Connor just ran up his back right there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. But you know what, though?
We're not on the 1.
Right.
Yes.
I'd rather be punting from the 49 than be punting from our 9.
Need a really good punt. You said it earlier. Number 3 is probably very athletic, and they ain't get him back there because he's slow and he don't have good hands. So hopefully we can get a good punt off here. Jacob Boyles, the punter for Chelsea. Xander Eccles, great snap. Oh, that's going to be nice. Nice, beautiful punt. Calling a fair catch. He's going to catch it at his own 11-yard line.
That's a great job.
Jacob had tons of time. Carver's not bringing any pressure, so right there you might look at a fake later on.
Yep.
Beautiful punt right there. That was a 40-yard punt by Jacob Boyle.
Probably his best punt of the year.
39-yard. They marked it up to the 11. So that was a huge punt. We'll take it all day long. Let me tell you about Hayes Eye Center, one of our great sponsors. Dr. Robbie Hayes has been serving the families in Chelsea for 27 years. Dr. Hayes is a trusted member of the community, takes pride in providing exceptional eye care for his patients. Dr. Hayes is a proud supporter of Chelsea High School athletics. Hayes Eye Center, 678-2020. All right, Carver's going to take over 1st and 10 at their own 11-yard line with 2:21 left in a scoreless first quarter. Jordan Smith's going to jump off sides. I thought I saw one of the Carver linemen move, but I don't think it's going now. Yeah, it's against Chelsea. I mean, Jordan just jumped, and he just kept going across the line.
Yeah.
Good call for Carver, you know, down on the 11. Why not?
Yeah, it's a great idea. I mean, you know, now you're at 1st and 5 from the 16.
Yeah.
You know, you got a lot of things in your playbook you can call now.
That's right. Number 2, Matthew Young, the junior quarterback for Carver, set up in the shotgun formation. He got trips to his left, single receiver right, one back in the backfield, offset to the left. Ball handed to number 28. It looks like Matthew Fant is on the tackle, and Matthew misses it, but Colby Clements comes and cleans it up. I'd heard Colby was hurt this week and might not get to play, but he's been out there and made a couple of tackles, possibly even caused that fumble earlier on the first drive.
That's right. And Colby's a tough guy. He's a smart guy. He's going to play. He doesn't want to sit out, I can assure you that.
No, he doesn't. All right. It's going to be 2nd down and 3 for the Carver Rams at their own 17-yard line, 18-yard line. Carver making some adjustments, going from trips right. From trips left to trips right. Single receiver to the left. It just looks like they're trying to spread Chelsea out. They figured the wider they spread them, the open up some holes. So we got a timeout. Let's see, timeout Carver. So with 1 minute, 41 seconds left to go in this first quarter, Chelsea 0, Carver 0. All right, Richard, what are you thinking about the first quarter so far? It's been kind of a defensive battle. I mean, there's been some plays, but so far nothing big's happened.
Right. Well, you know, both offenses. You know, Carver put up 18 last week, like you said, against Fairfield. Chelsea's put up a combined 12 points over their 2 games against Oak Mountain and Briarwood. So I think the key to both the strength of both teams right now is their defense. Part of Chelsea's issues is it's a new offense. We talked about that with Coach Goodwin coming in and bringing in a new offense. But you know what? I like the way that they're finding what we're be able to do good, and we keep calling those plays. So we're getting better and better, I think.
Well, you were telling the DJ over here a while ago that we faced 2 big opponents. They had a 7A Oak Mountain, and I'll come back and tell you the rest of the minute. Trips left, the ball on the near hash mark. Carver moving from left to right. Quarterback keeps it. Doesn't have anywhere to go. Great job. Stephen Fant jumped inside real quick, and I thought, oh, no. But he ended up making the tackles. That's a great job by Stephen Fant and Matt Fant right there.
Yeah, they combine right there. Cousins joining together right there, makes a tackle. In our defensive line, Wesley Pouncey, Todd Justice, they're getting a helmet on a helmet with those offensive linemen there, giving our linebackers a chance to flow to the ball.
All right, 3rd down, no gain on that play, so it's going to be 3rd and 3 for the for the Carver Rams. It's so hot up here, Richard. If I pass out, I give you permission to give me mouth-to-mouth.
Well, I'm sorry.
All right, Trips left, single receiver right. They're trying to run a hitch and go, and he's got a guy. He's just overthrown him. They ran the hitch and go, and he was open.
Yeah, that's number 5. Detrius Williams. He's a junior, but I don't have his size. But he's a
good-looking receiver.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, he was open, just a little overthrown there.
Richard, I bet you $100, and I'm not a betting man. Number 25, Connor Griffin catches this punt right here.
Yeah, because I'm sure he does not want to hear the wrath of Coach Ellison again.
We have flipped the field, so thank goodness we should have good field position. Griffin standing on the 50-yard line. So hopefully if the punt's not off, I was watching him punt during warm-ups. There was nothing. Oh, almost a block punt. Oh, they're going to not throw a flag. I disagree. Oh, good. Carver's upset, but he really didn't run in the punter. He ran through it, and the punter just kind of jumped into him. So great fair catch right there by Griffin. Ball's going to be 1st and 10 on the 46-yard line. I'll be honest with you, I thought Nolan Forehand was going to block the punt.
Yeah, he did. He didn't. He gave it great effort. It wasn't the best form, but gave it a shot. But I tell you, you mentioned it a while ago. I keep hearing a whistle.
I do too.
And I'm not sure where it's coming from, but obviously they're not being able to hear it down the field. But and so it hadn't affected the game yet.
Right.
You mentioned having to replace Bartlewski. Sophomore Gabe Ruffins checked in for Chelsea.
All right, trips left, little bunch formation. Vic Lindsay checks back in the game. Ball in the near hash mark. Ball thrown. We got a whistle there. And, Richard, we had a different play, and that was Michael Gibbs was going to sneak out of the backfield, and he was open. Now, I know the whistle blew. What is the flag? The flag going to be a
false start.
False start for Chelsea. Either it's going to be false start or legal formation. I'm not sure which one.
I didn't see anybody move, so I'm going to say it's legal formation.
Yeah, and I thought I thought we had 7 guys on the line of scrimmage, but maybe we didn't. All right, 5-yard penalty backs us back up into Hornet territory, so we're on the Chelsea 49-yard line with 52 seconds left to go in the first quarter. We don't have enough. I mean, right now, Caleb Tyndall might need to. There we go. He scooted up. So hopefully if we're running the same play again, maybe Carver didn't pick up on it. Ball snapped. There it was again. Get outside, Michael Gibbs. And great open field tackle by the defensive back for Carver. So it's going to pick up of 1 yard. It's going to bring up 2nd and 14. Great play call right there. They had us outnumbered. We had everybody on this side.
Well, that's what I was thinking. Well, normally you'd want to run that into your trips or to your twin side. But
they had 2 and we had 1.
Right.
All right, Chelsea's going to be on the far hash mark at the dead on the 50-yard line. Trips left, single receiver right. Vic Lindsay is in shotgun formation along with the quarterback, Turner Griffin. Ball thrown quickly to 31.
Nice block.
Nice block. Getting upfield, pick up of about 13 yards, and Richard's going to be about 1 yard short of a
I don't know, Ray, because he never hit the ground. He rolled on top of the player
to
get a first down.
Yeah, you're right.
He rolled on the Carver player there and was never touched the ground until he was past the yard marker.
And, Richard, I'm going to be honest with you.
I got good eyes.
You don't know, though.
Well, I do.
You don't hear this. Yeah, you do. Beautiful eyes.
No, I didn't mean that.
You don't hear this very often. The refs are doing a really good job.
They are. Yeah.
You don't hear that come out of my mouth very much.
We'll knock on some wood here.
Yeah. All right, trips left, single receiver right, ball on the far hash mark. We have crossed over.
Quarter.
Yeah, it's going to bring it close. I can't see the scoreboard until I lean up. All right, at the end of first quarter for Chelsea 0, Carver 0. A defensive battle, a game of field position this first quarter. Greg, our statistician, I'm sure will have some stats for us. But, Richard, good call on that first down. When they come back and start the second quarter, Chelsea will have the ball 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line of the Carver Rams. And you going to tell us about one of our wonderful sponsors?
Yeah, let me tell you, they're going to be our halftime sponsor tonight. And, there's been some discussion if we're going to have an interview or if we're just going to show the full halftime performance of both bands. And I don't know that I think our engineer, David Brady, and Miss Donna Bowles sitting here to my left with their injured shoulder here, they're going to make that decision here shortly. But let me tell you about American Tree Maintenance. American Tree Maintenance has solutions providing responsive monthly services with seasonal treatment. ATM has one goal in mind, making your property have the wow factor. Custom plans are created for each property. American Tree Maintenance, 205-669-1925, or call ATM.com. So we're going to flip the field, which is good, works for me because I got this big, wide partition right in front of me. I can't see like from the 30 to the 50, so I can see they're going to be moving from their left to right.
All right, ball has been flipped. Ball in the near hash mark. Chelsea now going from left to right. Collier Blair checks in the game. Michael Gibbs comes in motion, throwing a quick pass out to number 15, Reggie Fisher, and he is wrapped up quickly. Big hit by Carver, number 30, linebacker, outside linebacker for Carver. So after the first play, you pick up 2 yards on a little quick screen out here to Reggie Fisher.
Yeah, number 10, Ladarius Crenshaw, cornerback, came up and hit Reggie Lowe, was able to grab onto that ankle, hold on until the cavalry came, and brought a big lick there to knock Reggie out.
All right.
Not out, but
knock out of bounds.
Yeah.
2nd down and 8, trips left, single receiver right. Collier Blair still in the backfield, moves behind Turner to the left. Thrown quick right there. Nice catch by Michael Gibbs. Picks up about 4 yards, trying to throw some quick screens again right there. We actually had the numbers right there. Turner did a better job throwing the ball in front of the receiver right there instead of behind on those screens, and it makes it easier to get upfield and get some yards.
Yeah, but that's a scary long throw right there.
Oh yeah.
When he threw that, I was hoping that wasn't get picked off.
All right, Chelsea's gonna have 3rd and a long 3 right here. Twins left, twins right. Collier Blair in the backfield in the pistol formation. Turner tried to draw the Rams off sides. It did not work, so now they're going to go to another play. Collier moves to the left of Turner. Collier hadn't had a ton of runs. Big pickup right there by Gabe Ruffin. Oh, man, he got the first down. You don't think he did?
I don't know. I think he was pulled out of bounds just short of the first down.
Yeah, I think you're going to be right. It's going to be 4th and looks like maybe a foot. Surely we'll go for it here. We got the field flipped. Big, hey, looky here. We got maybe a jumbo package. Todd Justice was coming on the field for a minute. Chad Harboni's coming on the field. So I imagine we're looking at this wishbone formation battle.
Yeah, Desmond Battle. Sorry, I can't remember his name.
Two tight ends, wishbone formation. Looks like we're trying to draw them off sides. Turner looks to the sideline. He tells the backfield what we're running. I'd like to see, there you go. Ball snapped, and just a quarterback sneak. He easily got the first down on that. Great call. Last week we ran the wishbone, and we ran off left tackle and didn't get anywhere. Matter of fact, got hit in the backfield. That time we just kept it up the middle.
Well, and Turner snuck it up the middle. He got the first on his own, but then big Desmond Battle ran up his back and pushed him for about 3 or 4 more yards.
They changed the rule on that.
You can do that
now. So that's a great call by Desmond to run up and do it. Good call by Coach Goodwin right there. 10:32 left to go in the second quarter. Chelsea is driving. Won't be long. We'll be in that Cajun boy, po' boy blue zone, as we call it. Twins right. Ball fake. Hand the ball to Collier Blair. Collier makes one guy miss, but then wrapped up. Tried to fake it right there to number 5, the sophomore, Gabe Ruffin, and Carver didn't bite on the fake.
No, that time it was like number 1, Mike York, 6'4", 230 defensive end there, was able to scrape down the line of scrimmage and pull Collier down for no gain.
All right, Chelsea has trips left, little bunch formation. Collier slides to the right. Ball right here. We're going back to that play we had earlier that we had open. Gibbs down the sideline to the 20, the 15. We did that a while ago when we had the penalty, and I wonder when we were going to come back to it. A little fluid. I mean, we're moving the ball, and it's not we got some new plays, new wrinkles that we're throwing in, and it seems to work. And, the thing is, if we hadn't run them in the first 2 weeks, Carver don't have a clue how to prepare for them.
You're exactly right. Yeah.
So that's a good thing for Coach Goodwin's throwing some new wrinkles in there. The ball is into the Cajun boy, our po' boy blue zone at the 16-yard line, where it's going to be 3rd and 2. Twins left, twins right. Blair still in the backfield in the pistol formation. Turner looks to the sideline to get the signal. It looks like we're going to have a timeout. Let's see who called it. Chelsea.
Yeah.
All right, with 9:15 left to go, still scoreless here. Chelsea and Carver on this Thursday night at Carver High School.
Let me tell you about our kickoff sponsor. I don't think we talked about them tonight. Yeah, that's Ridgecrest Homes. Ridgecrest Homes is excited about their partnership with Cool 96.9. Ridgecrest Homes is building homes in the new farmhouse community, Adams Ridge, which is located in Chelsea, right behind Publix off Highway 280. Ridgecrest Homes, 205-980-2877, or ridgecresthomes.net.
Richard, let me tell you about a Ridgecrest home that a buddy of mine just bought. Jeff Gross at Chelsea Coffee House just bought a Ridgecrest home. Beautiful home. I helped him move on Saturday, Labor Day weekend, helped him move in. Beautiful. Hey, David, you'd be appreciative. I took one of the doors off to move furniture in. That door came off just as easy as it could, went right back on as easy as it could. Well-built house. I took a lot of furniture downstairs. Beautiful home. Can't wait for him to get everything moved in. So,
You know, I think I figured something out, Ray.
I have to be helping everybody move in the Shelby County
No, but
area.
I'll enlighten the listeners here in just a minute.
All right. We got trips right, single receiver left. Collier Blair, the sophomore, is in the backfield behind Turner in the pistol formation. Turner moves Caleb over to the right. We're down to the 16-yard line, 3rd and 2 here. Michael Gibbs goes in motion. They throw it quick out. Michael Gibbs, he's going to be just a little short.
I don't know.
It's going to be close.
Yeah, it was right on the mark.
That was a nice play. Michael Gibbs went in motion from right to left and ran a little quick out. Let's see where they spotted that. Ooh, that's a terrible spot.
I thought he had made it down to the to the 14-yard line there.
Yeah,
but
that ref should have called up here. I could have helped him spot that one better.
I got better eyes than he does, I think.
It's going to be 4th and short right here. Chelsea's going for it again. We got a field goal kicker to probably make this one. Wishbone formation again. Another quarterback sneak, and he dives right underneath and picks up probably 4 yards on a little quarterback sneak. Great job by your center and your 2 guards. That's Adema playing center.
Dema, Logan Brazier, and Mark Moody right there, just lowering the head and just driving those guys off the ball.
That's called whipping the guy in front of you. That's all you do is you whipping the guy in front of you. Another 4th down. We're 2 for 2 on 4th downs this drive. Chelsea has the ball 1st and 10 at the Carver 11-yard line. We're staying in the wishbone formation right here. I don't think you'll see the quarterback sneak on this play. All right, wishbone formation. Ball pitched to Vic Lindsay. Vic on the outside picks up a block. Might have lost a yard. Carver's fast.
Yeah, they are.
What they did was we tried to out-quick them, and it didn't work. We tried to run the sweep, and they just beat us to the corner, and there wasn't nowhere to go. We probably got back to the line of scrimmage or maybe lost just a little bit. I like the box does not match up with the thing. They've got us on the 12, and the box is on the 11. So
we lost a yard.
Yeah, we lost a yard based on what the ref spotted. 7:45 left to go in the second quarter. Vic Lindsay and tailback, twins left, twins right. Ball on the near hash going left to right. Chelsea is. Quick pass to Gabe Ruffin. Gabe catches it and gets us up to the 10. So we gained 2 yards back. So we're going to be 3rd and 10. And, Richard, I'm going to guess if it's more than 4th and 3, I would not be surprised if we don't attempt a field goal by Lando Nichols.
Yeah. He was successful. He's been a successful kicker for the past couple of years. He's got lots of experience there. But I tell you, one of the things that Carver runs a 4-2, Ray, or I guess a 4-3.
It's very strange.
Yeah, it's a 4-3, and the linebackers are really wide, and they've got a lot of guys. And they probably play a lot of teams that get a lot of speed on the edge, and that's what that's for. 3rd and 9 right here. Twins left, twins right. Michael Gibbs goes in motion. Running speed option. Pick to Vic Lindsay. Vic Lindsay, the 5, the 1 touchdown. Chelsea Hornets. They caught him off guard. We've been going everything to motion, and Michael Gibbs went in motion to the left, and they ran speed option back weak, and there wasn't nobody there to take the pitch, man. Big call right there. Great call by Coach Goodwin to run the speed option for a Chelsea touchdown. Right, and that's a Hayes Eye Center touchdown. Dr. Robbie Hayes has been serving families in Chelsea for 27 years. Dr. Hayes is a trusted member of the community and takes pride in providing exceptional eye care for his patients. Dr. Hayes is a proud supporter of Chelsea High School athletics. Hayes Eye Center, 1622233 Highway 280 in Chelsea, 205-678-2020.
All right, Cooper Neal with the extra point. The Cajun boys and our Po boys extra point. Natives of Louisiana, the Donovan family brings Cajun recipes to the Deep South. The Cajun boys is located in Pelham off Highway 52. However, they are opening up 2 additional restaurants in Shelby County. One in Chelsea on Cheshire Crane Road, and one in Inverness. Cajun boys and our Po boys, 624-4612, or CajunBoysandOurPoBoys.com.
And speaking of our statistician Greg Robertson standing behind us, gave me the touchdown drive there. The Dr. Robbie Hayes touchdown drive there, as Dr. Hayes gives the football to our kicker, Lando Nichols. That was a 12-play, 54-yard, 6-minute, 8-second touchdown drive.
2 fourth down conversions.
Yes.
All right, we got our Ridgecrest Homes kickoff. Ridgecrest Homes is excited about their partnership with Cool 96.9. Ridgecrest Homes is building homes in the new farmhouse community, Adams Ridge, located in Chelsea behind Publix off Highway 280. Ridgecrest Homes, 205-980-2877 or ridgecresthomes.net. Lando Nickel kicks a pooch kick to the left side. I thought he called a fair catch right there, but I guess he didn't. He kind of caught it and stopped, and I thought he had a fair catch caught.
It's a great way to pin them. What that does is that puts the ball outside the numbers there, and so there's not, that gives our guys a chance to converge. There, it cuts the field into basically a fifth, and so it gives our guys a chance to converge on the ball there.
Richard, we got some families listening to us on the app.
Oh, good.
Down at the beach, the Boggin family, Josh.
The beach,
Josh and Melissa
Golly.
Boggin and Josh and Lake and Lee. They're down at the beach, but they sent a picture up to me using the Cool 96.9
Oh, there
app.
you go.
So that's cool. They're listening to us. I got a lot of comments when you called me athletic and stocky a while ago. Wasn't that you that called me that?
Well, yeah, I'm sure I'm not the only one.
Yes. All right. Carver takes over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line. Twins right, twins left. Ball on the far hash mark. Carver looks to the sideline for the play. Quarterback Matthew is looking to his team, barking out the play, goes up to his line and tells them, hey, here it comes. Tailback to the left. Quarterback keeps it around left end and met big Colby Clements, number 40. Big hit right there. Then one of his linemen or somebody pushed him forward. But a big lick right there by Colby Clements.
Yeah, it was, and I'm surprised they gave him the 4 progress there. It was about a 2-yard gains there, but Colby did a good job coming up and laying the wood there. What they did that time was they pulled the guard, the backside guard, and tackle. That time the guard was able to get in front, but Colby was able to sneak in there and make the tackle before the guard was able to pick him up.
Well, Richard, I want to give everybody a core body temperature of Ray Franklin. It's about 114.6 here.
Thanks.
Is it not hot up here?
It is, but you got to focus on the game, not on the heat.
Richard.
Come on, it's mental. Have you not listened to Coach Saban?
Yeah, twins right, twins left, ball between the hashes. Matthew looks to drop back, throws a quick pass, dumps it out to his tailback. He lowers his head and bounces off 2 or 3 people and picks up about 6-7 yards. It's going to be 3rd and 1 for the Carver Rams. So, Richard, they've thrown it twice, or we got to get a stop right here. Another 3rd and short for the Rams. And so you got an official timeout. Is it water time? Yeah, 5:46 left to go in the second quarter. And up until probably, I think, October, I think we'll do these heat timeouts at about 6 minutes, which is halfway of a quarter. So they just give them a timeout to give them some water.
I wish somebody would give us some water.
Well, water needs some air conditioning. All right, Richard, let me tell you about some of our Hornet Club sponsors. These people support our Chelsea High School. We have Allstate, Anthony Agency, Heritage Lawn and Tree Care, Made Pro, Renaissance Bank, Chelsea Tire, Lynn Johnson Collision and Repair, Parent & Sons, Chester Lewis, State Farm Insurance, Jody Gann, Revival Real Estate, Dreyer Physical Therapy, Edward Orthodontics, Brad and Jacob Vale Alpha Insurance, Hayes Eye Center, Elite Dentistry, Southwest Water Company, Allen Moody Farmers Insurance, and Hope for Gabe, and we are thankful for those local sponsors as well. All right, Richard, coming out of that heat timeout, it's going to be 3rd and 1 at the Carver 39-yard line. 5:46 left to go in the second quarter. Chelsea does have a 7-0 lead. Ball snap, quarterback keeper on the right side. Todd Justice trailing number 21, Avery Law. He's short, Richard. It's going to be close.
Yeah.
Avery Law was the first one there.
Yeah, he had a nice lean right there at the end, and it's just going to be, this is going to give him a first down there.
Not even going to measure.
No.
The stick was right at the 40, and they didn't hesitate to go ahead and give them a first down. So Carver's going to have the ball 1st and 10 at their own 40-yard line. They're driving a little bit against Chelsea, but that's okay. They've driven the ball, and we seem to have the bend but don't break attitude tonight. So it's going to be 1st and 10 at the 40 with 5:15 left to go in the second quarter. Carver in their blue jersey, Chelsea in the white. Twins right, twins left. Matthew calls a quick pass, looks to throw, throws a quick little out route to number 3, and he is busting on players, and he's gone. We had about 4 guys had him hemmed up and just arm tackled.
Yeah.
Now there's no reason for that touchdown. He ran a 5-yard out. We had 4 Chelsea players bounce off him. He's a little bitty fella. He's not like he's a big kid. And we all just fell off of him, and he went about 55 yards down the sideline for a touchdown.
Yeah, and there you see the speed right there.
Yeah, once he busted, it was gone.
He was gone, yeah. Will Sullivan from his backside corner gave him good chase, but just didn't have enough in in the Jets to get him.
Yeah, and that's Richard. I think Coach Ellison and the Chelsea defense is going to look back on that play when they watch film, and they're going to be aggravated themselves because that was just a cheap one. I mean, that was a great job by Carver after he busted the tackle, but you've got to make that tackle.
Well, in the past 2 weeks, we've given up 3 big plays. You gave up the big run last week to Briarwood. We gave up this big run, catch and run by Carver. I said, and then last week we had the big screen pass that went for a touchdown against Briarwood. So, big plays. We're playing really good team defense, but it's just those big plays. And that's one of the things that Coach Goodwin talked about Tuesday night was we got to eliminate giving up big plays on defense.
All right, Richard, there's going to be 4 minutes, 54 seconds. Carver went to go kick the extra point, and I think they just called their last time out of the they only had 10 guys.
Yeah, I think
Statistician Greg called it. They only had 10 guys.
Well, Ray, that was a 4-play, 70-yard, 1 minute, 54-second touchdown drive by the Carver Rams there. Most of it coming on that one play, that one pitch and catch there. Went for about 40-something of the 54 yards.
All right, 4:54 left to go in the second quarter. Carver scores on a 55-yard touchdown pass. It's nice to run a 5-yard out and score.
When you got the speed, you can do it.
You do. This gentleman kicking right here, big lineman from Carver, he toe pokes it, and he pokes it hard. I watched him kick. Oh, bad snap right here. Rolling his right. He's calling fire. Throws it, and I do believe we're going to have a flag. Surely they're not going to call interference on that. Oh, they're calling pass interference. The question is it on Chelsea or on Carver? Is a bad snap. White hat signals interference. Chelsea. So looks like Carver's going to run their. I don't know really how you call pass interference. I mean, it was just a jump, throw it up in the air. It wasn't a real pass route, and the guy just went up to catch it, and there wasn't nobody hanging on him. I mean, he went up over everybody. And as soon as he dropped it, the flag came out.
Yeah,
it's kind of strange.
Well, and he was the one receiver in about around
about 6 white jerseys. Yeah, so I mean, and it could have been. We're up here, we couldn't tell, but it wasn't a designed pass play. So I mean, he went up over everybody, had his hands on the ball.
I thought he caught it.
I did too. Well, Richard, this is their goal line offense. Watching film this week, they'll run it's a wildcat for them, and the tailback will just catch it, and he'll run straight up the middle behind all of his big blockers. Ball is snapped, and sure enough, that's what he does over the left tackle and doesn't get in. Big play right there for Chelsea.
By Connor Griffin there in the backfield.
Colby Clement maybe on the tackle. Colby's had some big plays tonight.
Yeah.
All right, Richard, with 4:54 left, Chelsea 7, Carver 6. And we're going to be setting up for Chelsea to do kickoff return. Let me tell you about it. It was a Robbie Hayes touchdown. And we're thankful for Robbie Hayes, been in business in Chelsea for 27 years. He's been serving the families in Chelsea. Dr. Robbie Hayes is a trusted member of the community and takes pride in providing exceptional eye care for his patients. Dr. Hayes is a proud supporter of Chelsea High School athletics. 205-678-2020.
Right, as we get ready for the Ridgecrest Homes kickoff here, this is a great setting. We got DJ Cuzzo right here next to us. Keeping us entertained.
We found out I actually knew him.
Really?
Met him one time. You didn't hear?
No.
When we rented some vans for the church, he was working at the Enterprise rental car.
Good deal.
A little quick shout out to them. No sponsor there, but he was working there, and I recognized him, and we figured out that's where I knew him from.
Well, there you go, Ray. You know everybody.
Well, I kind of.
And that's what I was getting back to. I think when you're stocky, Ray, is all your buddies that you talk about
fat?
No, they all own restaurants. You got Ross. You got.
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
Yeah. Got that.
It's a good thing I don't have all my buddies aren't restaurant owners. I'd be stocky too.
All right. Collier Blair back deep to catch the kickoff. Picked up right there at the 25-yard line by Stephen Fant. Stephen gets upfield. Gets us about 9 yards right there on the return up to the 34-yard line.
Ray, I agree with this coach here. I thought Stephen called for a fair catch. This coach down here is saying the same thing. I thought Stephen called for a fair catch. But then ran it, which, that's a penalty.
It is a penalty, and I didn't see it. I saw the kick. I had to stand up because I'd become like a puddle of sweat in my chair.
Well, I thought I saw it, and then this coach down here, he's pretty adamant. Both of them are, and I agree with him, Ray. I think the referees missed that one. He definitely called for a fair catch, I believe.
All right, call your
But anyway, they didn't call it.
4:48 left to go in the second quarter. Chelsea will take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line. Turner Griffin in at quarterback. Twins left, Twins right. Ball on the far hash mark. and now we're moving the ball back.
Yep, I think they're going.
But here's my question, and I agree with you, but never a flag came out.
Never a flag
no
or a
one
whistle.
ever said anything. And if they're going to move it back, you got to move the sticks back.
Well, that and
Coach Goodwin's over talking to the side judge like, okay, but it should be 1st and 10 right there, so we need to either move the sticks or move the ball back.
we have not gotten anything from.
Okay, they're going to move all the sticks.
See,
so
I'm surprised they didn't throw a flag. I guess you can after the fact.
maybe not. Yeah, so Chelsea will take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line. They did move it back. Fant must have signaled fair catch. So Twins left, Twins right. Blair takes the handoff up the middle and lowers his head and picks up 5 yards. So, hey, Collier, that's the strongest run Collier's had. He just lowered his head, and then Collier's not big, 5'6", about 150 pounds.
Yeah, but yeah, when it helps, when you got big Charlie Parkinson and Logan Brazier out front leading the way.
All right, Twins right, Twins left, same formation, same hash mark. 2nd down right here, ball faked. Oh, that's a bad read. Turner, you read that play right there, and if the end stays upfield, you give it. And he misread it, and the defensive end met him right and hit him right in the mouth.
Looks like we had the same play called.
It did.
The one before, we just didn't read it right.
Right, and I think if he gives it right there, I don't know, we pick up 5, but we at least pick up more than none. So,
or lose one.
Yeah, we did maybe lose one. So it's going to be 3rd and 5 right here. Chelsea has the ball on their own 27-yard line. A receiver checks out, a tight end checks in. Collier Blair stays in. Twins right. Collier's to the right. Little play action roll. Looking back, throws to Collier Blair, and Collier makes the catch. We worked on that in practice this week. Collier fumbles, and I'm not sure who's going to get it. Please go out of bounds. Collier's going to pick it up. Collier with a ball still out. I'm not sure who's got the ball. The ball's down to the 26-yard line, 24-yard line, but I don't know if it's Chelsea or if it's Carver. They're giving it to Carver.
Wow. That ball was recovered about 4 different times.
They ran a wheel route out of the backfield. Collier wasn't wide open, but it was a back shoulder throw, and the defender for Carver didn't even know he caught it. Well, when the Carver defender turned around, he grabbed the ball and yanked it away from Collier, and it rolled. There was players jumping on it like an NFL Follies film for about 15 yards, and finally Carver jumped on it at about their own 25-yard line.
The thing is, too, is I was expecting it to roll out of bounds at
any
time.
I did, too. It never
just
went
kept
out of bounds.
Right.
Golly, that was
bad break, but you know what?
Bad break.
We just got to play. We got to take away the big plays here. That was a big play for us. Probably the biggest play of the year offensively.
3:35 left. Chelsea with a 7-6 lead here in the 2nd quarter. After the turnover, Carver will take over on their own 25-yard line. They come out with Twins right, Twins left. Throw a quick pass out here, and they've got speed. And right there, number 21, Avery Lawhorn on the tackle along with number 7, Nolan Forehand.
Yeah, what Coach Ellison's done here is he's in the wide formation. It's where the outside linebackers, both the Fant boys, are out wider than the defensive ends there. And what you're doing there is he got his lineman in a heavy formation there.
Cole
saying
Berryman
they're going to get outside of us.
Yeah, Cole Berryman has checked in at outside linebacker for Chelsea. The ball handed to the running back up the middle, and he goes nowhere. Richard, in 3 games, we've done a really good job between tackle to tackle, stopping them from running.
No, I agree, and I think part of that is Todd Justice and Wesley Pouncey and Jordan Smith are doing a great job of occupying. There's only 3 down linemen, but they're doing a great job of occupying all 5 offensive linemen. That gives your linebackers a chance to flow to the football and make the tackle.
Well, Wesley Pouncey, like you said, does a really good job up the middle. He's a big, strong kid, probably the strongest kid on the team, and does a really good job of finding that football and keeping them. So it's going to bring up 3rd and 2, another big 3rd down for Chelsea. Trips right, single receiver left, ball on the near hash mark. Carver going right to left, 2:46 left. Looking to throw. There's nowhere to throw. Stephen Fant on the chase, on the tackle. Big sack by the senior, number 24, Stephen Fant, all 140 pounds of him.
Yeah, that's your defensive player of the week from last week, and it shows you a little bit of his range right there. I thought the quarterback was able to get around him, but Stephen did a great job of being able to bring him down for a big loss. Going to bring up 4th and 12 from the 23-yard line.
Richard, the Rams had it 3rd and 2. They've been running the ball pretty effectively. Why throw it?
Well, and that play, that quarterback, as soon as he took the snap, he looked confused. Yeah, I think he was running for his life there.
All right, we got 2 footballs on the field. I don't know if that's a penalty or not. All right, Carver lines up to punt. Number 25 for Chelsea, Connor Griffin, standing on the Hornet 45-yard line. Chelsea looks like they're coming after it, and they're not. Oh, good punt, end over end, number 21 for Chelsea.
That's the one
Avery
to get away
Lawhorn.
from.
There we go. The ball is touched at the Carver 45-yard line, so that was not a really good punt, maybe about 25 yards. So Chelsea will have the ball on the Ram side of the field at the Ram 45-yard line with 1:48. So, Richard, you go into your two-minute offense right here.
That's right. You know, and on that punt there, it has some backspin on it.
Yeah, it did.
So we were lucky that, you know, the returners have got to see that. If it's not a nice, tight spiral, they got to tell if it's a backspin or some forward spin on it. Because if it has forward spin, it's going to hit and roll forward, obviously. Backspin, it's going to hit like that one did and roll backwards or sideways.
You never know what the way the ball is going to bounce on turf.
Well,
it bounces different on turf than it will on the ground.
It's kind of like your golf shots, right?
Yes, I can either back it up or I can make it go forward. Not really. All right, Chelsea takes over 1st and 10. Collier Blair comes out to check in the tailback. Twins left, single receiver right. Quick pitch to Collier. Collier looks to throw, throws a halfback pass, and it's a duck. And he has to come back and drops the ball. And let me tell you, Collier Blair can throw a football.
He can.
We had our trick play when he was at the middle school, and he could throw a bomb. And bless his heart, he just could not get a tight spiral on that one. But I'll really be honest with you, Michael Gibbs had a chance. I'm shocked they didn't call pass interference because the defender didn't have a clue he was in the way. But he backed up right over the top of the receiver trying to catch it.
Well, in Collier, in his defense, he's rolling to his left.
That's a tough
having
play.
To stop.
Yes.
And that's a tough play for a quarterback, much less a running back. So
we used to run the same play, but we'd roll right.
Right.
All right, twins right, twins left. Collier Blair in the backfield, set beside Turner. Throws a quick pass out to number 5, Gabe Ruffin, and Gabe in and out of his hands. So we've had 2 drops back-to-back, one a little harder than the other one. And Gabe, there's no defense for Gabe. He just tried to run before he caught it.
He did. Took his eye off of it.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden
we get upfield fast.
Yeah, all of a sudden we got a case of the drops.
Yeah. So 3rd down and 10 at the Ram 45-yard line. And some great play calling. I still love the plays that we've chosen here. I mean, it's just a matter of execution, and we got to execute.
Yeah, we got to keep this drive going with a minute 33 left to go in the first half.
Trips left, single receiver right. Collier Blair to the left of the quarterback. The ball just throwing a bomb downfield. He's holding on to the receiver. Yes.
Yeah, got it.
Got a flag. It was defensive hold, and I could see it from here. Number 10 for Carver had the jersey of Reggie Fisher, and they're going to call pass interference. Richard, I'm going to say it again. Can these officials come to Chelsea every week? I think they're doing a phenomenal, and not just because we're getting calls going Chelsea's way. They've called it both ways.
Right. I mean, they conversed a while ago and fixed the fair catch that should have been called. Like, I agree with that. You know, so I think this has probably been the best officiated game we've seen in 3+ years of calling games, or 3 years calling games. But we've never had one called this well when we played it and when we coached in one.
No. All right, trips to the right, single receiver left, ball on the near hash mark after the penalty, 1st and 10 at the Carver 30-yard line. The ball handed to Collier, a little reverse to Michael Gibbs around the left end. He's got one guy to beat, and he makes a move and only picks up about 3 yards. Carver with a great job staying at home right there. You know, that play is either going to hit a home run or it's going to get 3 yards.
Yeah, right. Michael did a good job of avoiding the tackle in the backfield there, so was able to get back to the line of scrimmage. Well, picked up a couple yards. The box is a little slow to move over there.
All right. It's going to be 3rd down and 8, or 2nd down and 8 for the Hornets. Michael Gibbs comes in motion. The ball handed to Collier Blair's got some blocking on the outside. Good block right there. Oh, get big hit right there. Carver and Collier stays down. And I'll be honest with you, Richard, when it hit, it looked like it bent him backwards on that leg, and that looked like it was his good leg that bent. I mean, his bad leg that bent backwards.
Well, I think there was a defender at around his ankles.
Yeah, might have
and when
been.
that guy came in, he got pinned underneath him right there. That was a big hit.
We needed that.
It reminded me of that hit he took last year against Wetumpka.
No, the one at Wetumpka sounded like a shotgun.
Well, yes, but
it sounded like a nuclear bomb exploded when Collier got hit last year with the Wetumpka game. Vic Lindsay checks in the game. Ball handed off up the middle. Vic Lindsay running over people.
Yep.
Big run for Vic on 3rd and 1, and that'll give Vic some confidence. He comes back to the line of scrimmage with a bounce in his step. 30 seconds left to go in this half right here. And if Chelsea can hurry up and snap the ball, they'll have 12 men on the line of scrimmage. And they threw a flag. Vic Lindsay over the left end picks up about 3, but they got a penalty, so the clock will stop with, I'd like to see the clock stop, 18 seconds left to go in the 2nd quarter. Chelsea has 2 timeouts left to go. Our wonderful, great statistician, Greg Robertson, gives us the update.
We're down here in the Cajun Boys and our Po Boys blue zone. We need to stick this in the end zone right here, or at least, if anything, get a field goal out of it.
I'd like to see.
They wave it off?
Well,
or we may have declined it and taken the.
Well, we only picked up 2 yards, so they're offsides defense. He's asking them, do we want the penalty? I would say yes, can make it 1st and 5.
Let's hurry up and decide.
Yeah. Coach Goodwin is talking to the white hat. Richard, if I'm not
They've
mistaken,
already got the ball spot. I'm not sure what they're doing.
Yeah, it should be 1st and 5, so we're going to have right here the white hat's going to signal. Offsides defense, and the penalties decline.
Right,
so you called it. So it's going to be 2nd down.
Oh.
You don't get 1st down over, so I'm not sure why you decline that.
He signaled. I think there was 2 penalties, Ray.
Oh.
There was offsides, and I think they also called
legal substitution.
Illegal substitution. Yeah. So they
a
give them the 5 yards and replay the down.
Good deal. So yeah, you can only take one of those 2. So
Right.
he declined offsides, took the legal substitution. All right, the clock's running. 17, 16, 15. I'd like to see us a little more urgency. Do we know the clock's running? All right, Twins right, single receiver left. Throwing a quick pass here, rolling left. Throwing, he's wide open. Michael Gibbs just off his fingertips. 4 seconds left to go in this half, and I believe we're going to see, yep, here comes the field goal team. Richard, we got to be ready when that clock starts. We got to be ready. We lost about 5 seconds on that play.
I don't think Turner knew the clock was
running. I don't
running.
think he did either. And I'll be honest with you, why not call a timeout right there? You got 2 of them. You can't take them home with you. So good opportunity. We could have called timeout. 4 seconds left to go. We are attempting that's going to be a 23-yard field goal. Xander Eccles on the snap. Good hold, good kick. Ball's up, and it is good. So Chelsea, with no time left to go in the 2nd quarter, Chelsea 10, Carver 6. Great first half, great defensive game. Rich, that was an exciting first half.
It was an exciting game. It's been an eventful game. Offense is going up and down the field a little bit. And that was the Cajun Boys and our Po Boys field goal as our Chelsea Hornet High School band, marching band, takes the field. Seeing how fast they're taking the field, I maybe need some of these people to try out for football.
Most sorry. All right, we're going to turn it over to the Chelsea High School marching band. You want to tell us some stats real quick while they're getting set up?
Yeah, while they're getting set up there, that was a 9-play, 40-yard, 1-minute, 48-second drive. Ended with the field goal to end the first half. Like I said, brings the score Chelsea 10, Carver 6. And now, please tune in as you listen to the Chelsea High School marching Hornet band. All right. Well, once again, welcome back to Carver High School Stadium here. That was another great job by our Chelsea High School marching band led by Mr. Perry Lawley. We are going to we have Mr. Trucks, or Coach. I called him Coach Trucks, and I was corrected by another person in the press box here that he was Mr. Trucks now. And I said, nope, once you're a coach, you're always a coach.
Absolutely.
But Coach, Mr. Trucks, welcome to the press box up here. I'm impressed you're up here in your sports coat. It's nice blue and white, nice bow tie here.
Yeah.
You're looking sharp. Got your hat.
Got my hat.
It's
a day. It's a great
that's
day
your
to be a
look,
Hornet.
isn't it?
That's my look.
That's right. That's
yes,
right.
Sir.
Well, we appreciate you coming up here to the press box
Sure.
and joining us for
Thanks for
halftime. And so just basically, Coach, or well, I guess
Coach is
Mr.
fine.
Mr. Trucks, how's the year been going so far at the high school?
It's been pretty neat. We've had a lot of changes this year. We've added about 20 new people to the building, and so it's neat. Not only do we have about 330 new ninth graders, but we've got 20 new faculty, 5 or 6 new staff members, and so it's been interesting to kind of bring everybody together into the Chelsea family. We're doing a few new things this year. As everybody knows, we've opened up a new academic wing with 19 classrooms and a science lab, and that's been really neat. It's been a great way to add steps to my day to make sure I get to each classroom and each hallway. And it's been an interesting little traffic jam. We've learned a lot. We've tried to kind of recreate the hallways and turn it into when they changed all the intersections on 280, and particularly Valleydale, that you got to go past it in order to come back. I didn't remember taking the traffic engineering class when I was in school, but it's come in handy. But I know that the kids and teachers alike have really enjoyed what we're calling halftime, which is our remediation period in the middle of the day, where the kids, as long as they are doing the right thing, they're caught up on their classes, not missing any assignments, then they basically get to pick and choose what activities they get to do. But it's really neat because it creates more time during the day to meet the needs of students.
Right.
For example, we've started with some ACT remediation. We've reintroduced clubs during the day because it's been difficult for kids to be there either before school or after school. And it really allows the kids to be kids. One of the things that we forget as grown-ups is, we have the opportunity to close the office door or go for a walk or get in the car and go get some lunch and kind of have that mental break. And we expect the kids to be experts in 7 different academic subjects.
Right.
And, when you and I were growing up, of course, we never were late to class. We never had a 0. We always made hundreds. And that's one of the things that we as parents forget, is that the kids are kids.
Right.
And if we give them an opportunity to kind of take a mental break, and as long as they don't abuse that privilege, then it helps make the day go better.
Yeah, and that was I've heard lots of positive things from some of the students. My son in particular likes it. I know I came up last week. He forgot his football bag of all things.
Sure.
And I ran it by. I left work, ran it by, and I texted him. I said, "Hey, I'm here." And it was lunchtime, so I texted him. Said, "I'm here." Well, he was at the office before I got inside, and I said, "What? How'd you get here so quick?" He goes, "Well, I was just out in the lobby eating lunch." So he likes that, and he likes the vending machines that he can use his lunch number.
Absolutely.
I don't like it because I keep having to put money in his account. I started out, so you got $100. I mean, I think it's the 3rd or 4th week of school, and I think I spent almost $200 in lunch money. So,
but those are mighty fine, healthy snacks that he has access to.
Oh yes. Well, let me tell you what he does is there's a certain chocolate chip brownie or something, and if he sees it and there's something in front of it, he'll buy them.
Absolutely.
He'll buy the things in front and give it away.
Absolutely.
And then eat the chocolate brownie.
Being charitable and
making
making sure no one else goes hungry.
Maybe that'll help with his popularity. I don't know. But we appreciate everything you do. You mentioned some new staff members. Mentioned 330 freshmen coming in. What does that bring our enrollment to right now?
As of Tuesday, we were at 1,261, and that is the largest that we've been in quite a while. Probably going back to the Oak Mountain split in the year 2000. When I started in 2007, we had 700 kids.
Wow.
So in the last going on 12 years, we've not quite doubled, but we've increased by about 80%. And it's been really neat. It allows us to offer more classes, different classes. We've added an AP Music Theory class this year, and we're able to do that because as we grow, we add teaching units.
Right.
And as we add teaching units, and that allows us to offer a few more electives to help meet the needs of kids. We're also seeing our engineering program, or our pre-engineering program, starting to grow in leaps and bounds. We only had 1 class last year, and this year we've got 3. And,
wow.
we've got a lot of kids that are interested in engineering, and your traditional high school curriculum doesn't offer anything except for upper level math.
Right.
And so if we can introduce folks to engineering and other real life occupations, then I think we're doing a better job of meeting the needs of our students.
Absolutely, and that's the number one goal, is to prepare these kids for life after high school.
Sure.
You know, and I teach elementary, and my job is to get them ready for middle school. And then those guys, you know, but there's steps in the process.
Yes, there are.
You know, and so our goal is to get them, by the time they get to middle school and high school, that they're ready, so that you guys can take them further and further and prepare them for college and beyond.
Sure.
You know what's interesting about the new wing? So with the new wing, is there any other possibilities for building any other wings or anything? Is that anything in the?
Well, we hope so. Coach Stallings and I went to a meeting today. We've got plans for an auxiliary building behind the existing building, between the existing building and the baseball field.
Okay, yeah.
To provide additional space for our athletic programs. But if you remember where our portable learning community was, the portables, they've cleared that off, and we're not really sure if they're going to sod or seed. But if there are plans, or we know that there are plans for another wing, but we don't know if it's going to be within the next 5 years or the next 10 years.
I got you.
But that land has already been cleared to where we won't be disturbed when construction starts there. With Mr. Fuller stepping down and Mr. Dr. Brooks taking over the system as of January 1, I know that we are on near the top of the list as far as capital plans and improvements there, just because the Chelsea community is growing so quickly.
Right. Well, and Mr. Fuller's been great for the system, and I think Dr. Brooks is going to do a great job. I know I taught his kids when they were in Pelham, and he's a great guy, and his wife's a great person, and I think he's going to do great things. It's hard to believe that when the school opened in 1992, Ray and I were seniors. We were the first senior class that year. Coach, we had rooms that weren't even being used.
Absolutely.
And we graduated. We had 75 seniors.
Yeah.
And that was just 26 years ago. Right. So it's amazing how much Chelsea's grown, and I'm looking forward to seeing it. I still got a couple of kids coming through. Hope to be a part of the program here with the radio. We appreciate y'all letting us do this because we thought y'all's okay. We wouldn't be able to bring this back to all of our Chelseaites who weren't able to make it up here for the game tonight.
Well, I remember fixing high school lockers back when it was the Chelsea school, back in the mid '80s, and then trying to explain to folks that I can still remember when the Winn-Dixie was built. I can remember when the intersection of 280 and 47 was a flashing light. And I can remember, just a quick story, my freshman year at Auburn, my car broke down coming back for Thanksgiving, and it broke down at the City of Wilsonville sign, which of course didn't exist back then.
Right.
And I had to hitchhike to what's now the Circle K at the corner of 280 and 47. It was a shop-a-snack, and I had to call Birmingham Collect because it was long distance to Chelsea.
Yeah.
So that's how much growth and development has happened over the last, that would be 35 years.
Right. Well, now we're dating ourselves now, Coach. But, it has been, and it's exciting to see. I think everything's going in a positive direction. I think Coach Goodwin, I know it's going to be a little bit of a rough start, but I like where things are going.
Well, we definitely look better each week. And so, first game jitters, playing Oak Mountain very close the first quarter, and then having some mistakes on our end that they took advantage of. I thought, Friday night and especially last Saturday against Briarwood, despite all the poster controversy, I thought we looked great, very competitive, and I do appreciate the community's kind of helping Briarwood work through that. Dr. Brower and I worked together, and they did a great job of kind of handling that and kind of reminding everybody that we are the same community. Right. That most of the kids that attend Briarwood do live in Chelsea, and we are one community. And then tonight, we're obviously being very competitive. We're playing, our style of football. Yes. And that's nice to see, because as the kids grow confident in Coach Goodwin and the staff and believe that they can be successful, then that we're going to have some success this season. And it may not show in the win-loss record, but we're definitely going to be better at the end of the year than we were at the beginning. Right. Well, and that's just all about building. You're building men, building character. Yes, sir. And I think Coach Goodwin and the staff are doing a good job with it. Well, Mr. Trucks, we appreciate you coming up. Sure. Good to see you again. Good to see you. And look forward to seeing you the rest of the season. All right. Just remember, it's a great day to be a Hornet. That's right. That's right. All right. Right now, as the bands leave the field, Chelsea football team has come back down from their it's unique. They have here at Carver, it's a nice facility.
their locker room is on. Our Chelsea locker room is on the visitor side. Obviously, they have to come down through the bleachers to get to the field. And I told Ray before the game, after they warmed up, they went up through the bleachers and looked like they were running stadiums. And I asked Ray, I said, "Is Coach mad at them making them run bleachers, or is that just the only way to get back to the visitors locker room?"
Richard, I'm back. Guess
You're
what
back.
they got at the concession stand?
Well, I hope we have some in the press box because.
Negative. I ate every bit of it.
Oh, you better not have.
Ribs sandwich, two ribs on the bun. Just for everybody at home, I only ate one half of the bun, but I ate both ribs.
Both ribs and the extra sauce. I got you. And you wonder why you're stocky.
Yeah.
All right.
My hands are greasy.
We're gonna-
I'm just kidding. They're
You're
not
wiping
greasy.
it all over me there. I might admit. All right, well, let me. I'll tell you what we're going to do is we are going to bring in our crack statistician Greg Robertson. I hate to he does such a good job. I hate to not give him a little bit of airtime, and I need to give my voice a break for a minute. So we're going to bring in one Greg Robertson to step in here and talk stats in the first half with you.
All right. Greg Robertson, he puts the headset on. Yeah. So, Greg, tell us about the stats for
All right,
the
Ray.
first
So
half.
what we've got so far,
Everybody got a toothpick.
Chelsea's looking. Says the guy that ate a rib sandwich. I mean, folks, he's been eating since he got here.
Come to Carver
Hey,
every week.
somebody got a chainsaw we're going to be able to cut you out of the press box with. Look, so Chelsea's looked really good in this first half, Ray. They had 35 total plays, 214 yards, 13 minutes, 36 seconds time of possession. We had Ramsey on the other side, or I'm sorry, Carver. I don't know why I said Ramsey. Carver on the other side that had 25 plays, 133 yards, 10 minutes, and 13 seconds. So Chelsea had a really big second quarter, 19 plays, 130 yards, 8 minutes, and 10 seconds. The biggest one was that 54-yard, 12-play drive. So they looked really good in the first half. The thing we might see here in the second half is their defense has been on the field a lot. They've seen 10 more plays than Chelsea's ran, so we may see that with as hot as it is tonight, Ray, especially up here in the press box. We may see that come into play here in the second half, especially deep into the fourth quarter in a close 4-point game.
Richard just put his shirt back on.
That's good.
He was soaking wet, had to wring it out, and he's got his shirt back on with us. All right. So, hey, let's go to our sideline reporter. Cooper, I saw Collier get up and limp. He kind of got hit awkwardly and bent backwards. How do you know anything about how's he doing? Is he just was it his good ankle, his bad ankle? What do you know?
It seems like Collier has sustained a lower leg injury. I do not think it is as serious as his last one. He should be able to play through this game knowing how tough he is.
Do you know which leg it was?
I'm not sure, but I'm assuming his bad leg.
Okay, so he just maybe tweaked his bad leg. He's been running better. Cooper, thank you for that. We didn't go to you at halftime. Coach Goodwin probably have been willing to give you a halftime little interview. So, but that's on us. Me and Richard lost track there, and we were worried about getting the headset on. The band ran on the field pretty quick, and we were trying to get them ready. But, Coop, thank you for what you do down there because people enjoy hearing the atmosphere and what's going on with injuries and everything else on the sideline. So thank you for doing what you do.
Ray, you mentioned the band running onto the field. Greg, our statistician here, just said we had a trombone player that ran a 4.340 with a trombone in hand right before the half. So let me can you get your rib meat off of my binder here?
That's my binder.
Okay, sorry. Let me get my binder. Ray's got rib meat on his binder, and I feel like I'm dealing with Bubba Burgess here or something.
Well,
pizza in the cup or rib sandwich on the plate.
Let me tell you quickly before we come down. I was down there. I was getting a hot dog, and I was getting a hot dog with a bottle of water. And all of a sudden,
wait, you had a hot dog
yes,
and a rib sandwich,
yes.
and you brought me a bottle of water. I
Well,
appreciate you.
I was out of money.
Oh.
I handed her a 20, and the guy beside me said, "I'll take one of them rib sandwiches." I said, "Did you just say rib sandwich?" He goes, "Yeah." And I said, "Y'all got rib sandwiches?" He goes, "Yeah." And I said, "I'll take one of those too." She said, "Sir, that means you only get $2 back." I said, "Good."
Well,
so and let me tell you, it was good. I was eating them as fast as I could.
I saw you over there in the coach's press box over there while I'm over here interviewing Coach Truck. So that's all right. You'll be stocky, and I won't be.
That's right.
All right, Ray, this halftime was brought to you by Chelsea Coffee. American Tree Maintenance. American Tree Maintenance has solutions providing responsive monthly services with seasonal treatment. ATM has one goal in mind, making your property have the wow factor. Custom plans are created for each property. American Tree Maintenance, 205-669-1925, or call ATM.com.
All right, Richard, so coming out of this halftime, there's about 36 seconds till we kick off here. We're going to have
we got DJ
Nolan
Cuzzo
forehand,
spinning some for us.
Yeah, LG's back there. Lando is back there. I do not see Collier, so that tells you Collier's not back deep right now. Nolan's fast. LG's fast. Well, we can open these windows and try.
Yeah,
it's as hot out there as it is in here. Yeah.
Noticed you opened your window and left mine closed.
Well, yours don't open.
Oh, okay.
I don't think.
No, it does. Oh, it does. They both.
here.
Oh, look. Ooh, there go my
that's fine.
papers.
Here, I'll slide it this way.
Sorry.
We'll go 50-50 on this window,
There we
Richard.
go. That's fine. 50-50. We'll take it.
I don't know if it's going to help. You let the hot air in a hot building.
But
So these coaches' offices are freezing. I went
they
there
are.
a while ago to Chelsea's,
Yeah.
and it was about 66 degrees in there.
It's all the hot air, I guess, we got in here.
All right, so Carver will be kicking off from right to left from their own 40-yard line. Ball is teed up on the X at the 40-yard line. LG and Nolan Forehand both. Don't try and catch it. What are we doing? We're running over. The ball's kicked hard to the sideline, and probably the only mistake I've seen Stephen Fant make in 3 weeks. He ran over, and right as he got there, you could tell he was trying to pull up, and the ball hit his legs and went out of bounds. So to getting the ball on the 35-yard line, we will be getting the ball, it looks like, at the 26-yard line. So that cost us about 9 yards on that mental error right there. But that's all right. Stephen's doing a really good job, and he's just hustling. That's all it is. He's just trying to hustle and get over there and make a play. And in his mind, he's a hustler.
Yeah,
and
he always has been.
just wants to get over and make a play. And unfortunately, just happened to take a bad hop and hit his leg. So, but either way, right here, Chelsea takes over. Collier Blair is in the game at tailback. Ball handed to him up the middle. Bounces over right side. He's hit after only about a yard gain. And let's see how he gets up. See if he gets up and limps. Hopefully not. I'm not sure what he's doing.
He's dropping his towel, I think.
Yeah, dropped his towel. All right, so it's going to be 2nd down and 9. Only pick up of 1 yard. Chelsea has the ball at the 27-yard line. Twins left, single receiver right, tight end and backfield with him. Little counterplay, and Collier's hit immediately. I'm talking about big number 50. Was it 59, 56? He literally almost took the handoff out of Turner's hands. It was so quick.
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, he plays left tackle. I think he in the end did a little twist there, and we had our tight end, Will Peacock. Well, he was pulling. We had it was a little counterplay, and Will was pulling across, and there was some miscommunication up front that time.
All right, trips right, single receiver left, Collier to the left. Turner drops back to pass, looks like a quick screen, and he throws it so quick, Collier didn't even have a chance to turn around. So Chelsea comes out, little mental mistake on the kickoff return, and then we go 1st down, nothing, 2nd down, got hit in the backfield, and 3rd down, didn't complete. So we kind of, we'd stayed away from the negative plays in the first half, and right there we kind of went negative play after negative play after negative play. So Jacob Boyle will set the punt, the sophomore. Xander Eccles will be the snapper. Xander's done a really good job. He goes to a lot of camps year after year. And Carver has a guy standing at his own 40-yard line. The punt is away. It's a nice little tight spiral. Looks like, the ball is fumbled. We got to get on it. Chelsea's going to get it. Oh, goodness gracious. It looks like Chelsea's recovered. I don't know what Carver guy was trying to do. It's like he went up there and just threw one hand at it and tried to catch it one-handed, and he didn't have to. There was people all around him, and he came up and hit it, and it went back on the Chelsea side, and Chelsea recovered at their own 49-yard line.
Yeah, it's number 6, Michael Gibbs on the recovery. That ball sat on the turf for seemed like 5 minutes.
It did. It just sat there. And Michael took that shot as he dove for it, a hustle play by Michael.
Yeah, Connor Griffin was coming in to also try to get the ball, and I think there was a little friendly fire there.
Yeah, I think so, right. So Chelsea, after the mishap by the Rams, with 10:46 left to go in the 3rd quarter, will take it back over after the turnover on their own 49-yard line. Vic Lindsay checks in the game. Chelsea going from left, right, quick option pass or pitch to Vic Lindsay, and Vic lowers his head and picks up about 1 yard. So that one didn't work as good as the last time we ran it, but hey, it's a positive yard.
Yeah, and running that to the short side there didn't give you a whole lot of room, and kind of that sideline is used by the defense there as a 12th defender.
All right, well, it's going to bring up 2nd down and 9 for the Hornets. They're at midfield. Vic Lindsay steps to the right, twins left. Lando Nichols in motion across the formation. The ball snap. Though quick. Oh, don't intercept it. Oh, it was hit at the line of scrimmage, and Carver has intercepted the pass. It looked like the linebacker for Carver, number 10. Is that number 10 or 16?
It's number.
Can't even tell. They got some strange shapes for their numbers. I know 16, I think.
Yeah, 16.
Number 16 intercepts the pass, so we get a turnover and we turn around and give it back to them 2 plays later. He was trying to throw the little hitch right there to look like the Caleb Tyndall, and Caleb was open, but I think a hand got up and knocked it in the air, and Carver's going to get the turnover.
Yeah, that's number 16, DeQuarius Carson. He's a senior, 5'11", 170 linebacker.
All right, Carver's going to take over 1st and 10 with 10:35 left. Chelsea a 10-6 lead over the Rams. Carver will take over on their own 48-yard line, so Chelsea's got to bow up his first time the defense has been on the field this second half.
You know, we're playing for the first time this year. We're playing ahead.
Yeah,
you know,
that's
we're
right.
We're ahead in the game. You know, we had some success right there at the end of the half. It's going to be nice to see how our kids.
And Carver's calling a timeout.
They are, yeah.
They take some inopportune timeouts, which is good for Chelsea because, you know, as a coach, you know, you don't want to take them home with you, but you don't want to waste them on silly things. And Carver's had to waste one on an extra point. They had to waste one earlier on coming off a possession.
Yeah.
And now here they are coming back on the field on offense. Now, yeah, your defense intercepts the ball. Your offense maybe is not ready, but you got to play ready football.
Right, I agree, and it could be it's early in the season.
It's
you
game
know,
2 for them.
Well, game 2, that's right, and you know they played Fairfield last week, and they're still trying to work out some of the kinks. But hey, let them use them. They can't take them with them.
All right, after the timeout, Carver's going to come out 1st down and 10 at their own 48-yard line. They're on their side of the field. The ball is in between the two hashes. Carver's going to come out with Matthew Young at quarterback to start the second half. Twins right, single receiver left. The ball snapped, handed to number 3. He's going to look to pass. You could tell he was going to pass. It's underthrown, and Carver comes out with a little trickery of their own. William Sullivan on the coverage. You could tell when he took off running after he took the handoff, it was a pass.
Yeah.
I was hollering pass before he even threw it because you could tell that's what he was doing. Chelsea ran a reverse, ran a wheel right out of the backfield to a halfback pass. So Carver coming out with a little trickery of their own, and gets the ball all the way down to the Chelsea. It looks like the 11-yard line. Look, old David went down there and got him some ribs. Oh, did they? Bless their heart. Who wants the bread?
He's not going to be stocky because he's not eating the bread.
It's good. He won't be stocky. So Carver's got a lineman checking in. Did anybody leave? He comes in at tight end. So 2 tights, ball handed off up the middle, and number 86, Todd Justice, on the tackle for the Hornets, but not after he picked up about a yard.
Yeah, Ray, you know, we're talking about using that timeout. If there's ever a good time to use, I mean, that was a good use of a timeout.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah.
If you're going to set up that play. So, you know, coaches, they use their timeouts for a reason. I would say that was a good one right there.
Yeah, it was. A little halfback pass, a little trickery by the Carver Rams. So it's going to bring up, why is it still 1st down? It should be 2nd down and 10. No gain. Quarterback keeper over the left side. Cuts back across the field and makes one guy miss. He's still on his feet down to about the 5. So it's going to be 3rd down. Surely the box, so they'll get it right. Wow, what a spot. So it's going to be 3rd and, no, it's not 2nd. It's 3rd down. It's going to be 3rd and 3 here. The box down on the field says, there you go. He turned it. I say we don't want to, was it Michigan, Notre Dame years and years and years ago? 5 plays. Missouri.
Yeah.
Or was it Colorado?
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. Somebody.
Either way. All right, 2 tight ends, quarterback, Matthew in the backfield, 2 wide receivers, and they're looking. There he goes. He rolls his right, looks for a guy. Todd Justice barely missed the tackle right there. Is that Wesley Pouncey? Barely missed the tackle. So it's going to bring up, he might have. Did he get the 1st down, Richard? It's going to be short.
I think they're spotting him short. It's going to be 4th and 1.
Yeah, 4th and 1 at the, was it 3?
Yeah, at the 3.
Yeah, they're spotting him short. It's going to be 4th down. The problem is, doggone, he gets the 1st down. They get a new set of downs right there at the 2-yard line.
Right.
So it's 4th and 1 at the 3-yard line.
Let's see what Coach Ellison has dialed up
See
here.
if he brings the house. This is where I say bring everybody. Bring the corners, bring everybody. All right, 2 tight ends, 2 wide receivers. Quarterback just takes around left end. He gets the 1st down, and easily they're saying touchdown. Yeah, they're giving him a touchdown. Nolan forehand runs over. I didn't think he got in the end zone.
Well, there's a soccer line. There's the goal line.
Yeah,
right there
he
for
got
the
over
soccer.
it.
He got over the yellow line, but I don't think he ever got across the white line.
I didn't think he did
which
either.
is the end zone.
Well,
but you know what? The referee said he did, so guess what?
Yep.
He did.
Yep, that's right.
That's all that matters.
All right, with 8 minutes, 8 seconds, Carver 12, Chelsea 10. So after the turnover and the halfback pass, Carver flips the field, flips the score where they take the lead. So you jinxed us by saying we were playing with the lead. Thanks, Richard.
Well,
and
I said we need to see how we react to this.
Yeah, we did not react very well. All right, number 15 for Carver sets the kick. Last time they did this, they had a bad snap. Good snap, good kick. It is blocked. It is blocked by Chelsea, but it goes through the end zone. That was a strange. When they blocked it, went straight up in the air, and there was just enough momentum on it to go through. So Coach Ellison meets William Sullivan about the 20-yard line, and I think kind of gives him an earful of, hey, we have pass. You're in cover 3 or whatever we're in. You don't have run responsibility. You got pass, and the ball was thrown over top of him. But you know what? This is Williams' first year to start.
Right.
It's only his 3rd game to start, and so he's learning as we go along too. He's going to get better every week. So with 8:08 left to go in the 3rd quarter, Carver 13, Chelsea 10.
Well, and it only takes 1 or 2 earfuls from Coach Ellison to get his point across, and hopefully we'll learn from that. Ray, that was a 5-play, 52-yard touchdown drive. Took 2 minutes and 27 seconds off the clock. So with 8:08 left to go in the 3rd quarter, Chelsea is down 13-10 to the Carver Rams.
Richard, that was a Hayes Eye Center touchdown. Dr. Robbie Hayes has been serving the community for 27 years. Trusted member of the community as well. Takes pride in providing exceptional eye care. Hayes Eye Center, 678-2020. And as the Cajun boys and our Po boys, extra point as they go to kick. Ridgecrest home kickoff.
Yeah.
Who's that? Stephen Fant on the kickoff return, bounces around the left side and hits a wall of blue. He spins around. I wasn't sure if he was hurt, but that was the way they just got tackled. So Chelsea will take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line when they come on the field.
And Stephen's a former running back. He played fullback for us in the middle school, and I think since he moved to after freshman year, they moved him to defense, and he's playing lights out. I thought he could have been Defensive Player of the Week in both of our first 2 games.
Yeah, we said it.
He's done a great job, and I was glad to see him get that reward this week.
All right, twins right, twins left, far hash. Collier Blair checks in the game, moves to the left of Turner Griffin. The ball snap hand to Collier up the middle, and he busts through for a gain of about 3 yards. Good blocking on the initial going through the hole, and then he got met by that second line of defenders and didn't give about 3 yards. So it's going to be up 2nd and 7.
Yeah, I mean, we'll just take what the defense is going to give us.
Yep.
We'll take 3-4 yards a pop.
Well, Charlie Parkinson's limping off.
That's our left tackle, big
I
left
hadn't
tackle.
seen somebody come on. Let's see who comes on for him. It's going to be 52. 52 for Chelsea is Grant Lamb. He's going to come in at tackle for Charlie. Same formation, twins right, twins left, Colliers to the right. Play action. Turner looks to throw, throws down the middle. I thought he threw down the middle. He looked like he had Caleb Tyndall wide open. He tried to throw the quick hitch to Reggie, and it was almost pick 6.
Yeah, that was a little bullet there, and the corner made a nice break on the ball there, was able to break it up, so it's going to bring a 3rd and 7. Ray said Charlie limped off. You got moved Logan Brazier over to the left tackle and brought Grant Lamb in to play that right guard or left guard. You only lose about 75 pounds when you take Charlie out and bring Grant in.
Yeah,
but
you do.
But you know what? Coaches are high on all of them.
All right, 3rd down and 7 right here. Ball on the far hash. Going left to right on your radio dial. Collier Blair moves to the left. Turner drops back to pass. Has a little bit of time. Throws a quick one to Michael Gibbs. And Michael almost breaks. That's the one thing we're missing from Michael Gibbs. He's not breaking tackles.
Right.
He's fast. He's big. He's athletic. But he always seems to get brought down by one guy.
Yep.
And Michael's got to take his game to the next level. He's got to start breaking some of those arm tackles.
Right, and Carver's doing a good job of getting down, getting low, getting those legs, getting our ankles, and getting us down. So, but like you said, we got to pull through that.
Yeah,
you
can't
and
tackle
keep those legs
single tackles every time.
Right.
All right. 6:39, 6:38 left to go in the 3rd quarter. Chelsea has dropped behind Carver, 13-10. Jacob Boyle with a punt. Ball hits and takes a nice Chelsea roll. Picked up by Carver, and we've got to get some containment. Oh, that's a block in the back. They're not going to call it. That's a peelback block, and they took that away in high school football, and not one flag's on the field.
No.
They took the peelback block away, and they just did a peelback block, and that's the reason they took it away. It's so dangerous.
Well, both players were shaken up.
Yeah.
And that's why that's taken up, because you hurt. A lot of times you do that, you hurt yourself just as much as you hurt the other player.
Well, and no flag on the play. And I don't know if anybody saw it. We saw it from up here, but Caleb Tyndall was coming around, and he got peeled back.
I tell you what, Jacob Ball has stepped up his punting game. He's had some great punts tonight.
All right, 6:22 left in the 3rd quarter. Carver 13, Chelsea 10. Carver will take over on downs. Boyle had to punt, so Chelsea's on defense. Carver has the ball on the 24-yard line. We've only got 10 players on the field. No, they only have 10 players, and they've sent number 24 on the field. So I'm looking for a play clock down to 5, 4, 3, Carver looking to throws a pass out in the flats. Todd Justice on the chase, and it looked like Avery Lawhorn on the tackle. Avery has stepped up, Richard. You know, he didn't start the first week of the year and started playing last week. And, you know, during spring last year, I saw a lot of good things from Avery.
Yeah,
he's doing a good job.
Yeah, he was a newcomer last year, and they were high on him after spring when we were out there. And he's been able to move into that role, that starting role. Cole Berryman's still in there at linebacker. So seeing a little bit of some fresh guys here. Nolan Forehand starting at cornerback over here in place of LG. LG was playing some running back last week. So some new faces.
Yep, 6:13 left. Carver looking to throw a quick screen, and he's got a little block in that field. We've once again missing tackles. You could see the arms just reaching out, and nobody's laying a lick. It's just a bunch of arm tackles, and they're running through them.
Right.
Carver's got an injured player, so that's going to bring up 3rd and about 8 right here. We come out, Richard, let me tell you a while ago, I didn't get a chance to tell you about our extra point sponsor, Cajun Boys and our Po Boys, natives of Louisiana. The Donovan family brings Cajun recipes to the Deep South. Cajun Boys is located in Pelham off Highway 52. However, they are opening 2 additional restaurants in Shelby County, one in Chelsea on Chester Crane Road and one in Inverness. Cajun Boys and our Po Boys, 624-4612 or CajunBoysandOurPoBoys.com.
Yeah, hey, Ray, let's check in with Cooper down there and see if he can give us an update on Charlie Parkinson.
Well, Ray, it seems that Charlie Parkins has sustained a lower leg injury on that last possession. He seems that he is good to go for this game. It's your turn.
Thank you, Cooper. Appreciate your information there.
I'll forgive you. That's just the second time you've called me Ray in consecutive weeks. But that's okay. It's just Coach Richard. No big deal. That's all right. Hey, you're doing a great job.
Doing a great job.
Golly, I can't.
You can't
win
get
for
away
losing.
from it. Well,
No.
it's like my redheaded stepchild.
I know.
All right.
There's Ray. Oh, yeah, there's Richard.
3rd and 8. 5:59 left. 13-10. Carver has a 3-point lead over the Hornets with just about half this third quarter gone. You know, that was that time right there where the player got hurt. It's about time we take a water break, so I'm anxious to see if after this play they take a water break. The clock is being –
let that count.
Yep, the clock is being wound. 3rd and 8. The ball is on the Carver 26-yard line, And Carver's got players. What's weird about Carver's, they won't have enough players, and all of a sudden they'll run 2 players on the field and run a play. So Carver looks to throw. He's trying to throw a deep route to the running back, and there's a guy open, and great play by Cole Berryman, the junior, the guy that you just mentioned, laid out, dove, and knocked the ball away from the receiver to break up the pass and bring up 4th down.
Yeah, that's a great play, and I'll tell you that's why Cole's in there.
Yeah.
Cole's got a little bit of speed to him. He's gritty. He does what he's supposed to. You know, something else I noticed that Carver didn't have, they don't have ball boys.
Nope.
Anytime they want to change balls, they just chunk them from the sideline. But, hey, that's okay.
Yeah.
Whatever works, it works, you know.
Whatever works. And
And
then Carver's guy just hit it like it was a mosquito and knocked it down to the 15-yard line. So,
but the thing is, they got their freshman team over here in jerseys and shorts. You think somebody can run it out there. But it's all right.
That's all right. Here we go, 4th and 8, ball on the far hash. That has to be a penalty, but it's not. The ball being fair, caught by number 25. What's Richard, they snapped the ball. Carver just walked up and got set, and they snapped the ball, and you typically have to be set for a 1 count before you snap it. And I thought they would throw a flag for illegal procedure, but they did not, which is okay. Hey, once again, these refs, I think, have done a fine job.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Now Chelsea's throwing
well,
balls on
Robbie
the field.
Hayes knows better than that.
That wasn't Robbie. That was them throwing their ball back.
Oh, I got you. Okay. Well, I mean,
balls are flying everywhere on the field. They're
not in a good
everywhere.
way.
Well, no, unfortunately, it's the bad way. All right. Chelsea's going to take over on their own 46-yard line. Good field position. Twins right, twins left. Ball between the 2 hashes. Vic Lindsay in at tailback behind Turner. Turner calls for the snap. Takes snap, hands it to Vic Lindsay up the middle. Picks up about 3 yards. Yeah, good spot by the ref. He marked him a 4-yard gain. And so that's a big pickup. I thought we only got 3. We'll take 4.
Yeah, that's right. And big Charlie Parkinson's back in there at left tackle there. So
it doesn't look like
Cooper was
limping.
correct when he said that he'd probably be able to make a return.
All right, twins right, twins left. Ball still in between the hash marks. Vic Lindsay stays in the game. Takes another handoff, lowers his shoulder, bounces outside, and for about half a second, Richard, I thought he might have got lost in the lineman and bounced outside, but he picked up about 2.5 yards. So it's going to be 3rd and about 3 here with 5 minutes left to go in the third quarter. Chelsea 10, Carver 13.
And one thing we have not seen from Carver is a lot of missed tackles.
That's
and broken
right. You're
tackles.
right.
You know,
That's a good
once they
point.
get their paws on you, most of the time you're coming down.
All right. Carver in their 4-3 defense. Lando Nichols goes in motion from right to left to go to trips. The ball handed to Vic Lindsay. He busts up the middle to the 40, 30, 35, 25, 20, all the way down to the 21-yard line. Richard, he just kind of busted through the middle, and there was nobody in the second level that put a hand on him.
I know you had to read those lines pretty quick, Ray, but he's actually down to the 16.
He is the 16.
16.
Well, I've got this white bar
You're
right here in front of me.
Yeah, you did a great job there. It's
Trips
just,
left.
Yeah.
Hey, we're going quick here. Trips left, ball on the far hash, on the near hash mark, handed to Vic Lindsay again up the middle, and Vic is spun around for maybe a yard gain. Here comes Collier.
Yeah,
so Vic's tired.
Yeah, I say Vic looks tired. He didn't run with as much pizzazz that time.
Remember last year, Vic was the guy that would get us that big 30-yard touchdown run, 20-yard. I mean,
Yeah.
Vic would come in off the bench and have like 3 carries for 80 yards.
Yeah.
And this year, him being the starting role this year, he's not done that. That was probably the biggest run of the season for Vic.
It is, yeah.
All right, ball near hash, ball down to the 14-yard line, and we finally got Carver to jump off sides. The first mental mistake by Carver's defensive front this game. We've tried to draw them off several times, and they hadn't bit, but that time they made hook, line, sinker.
Yeah, they've been very disciplined. They've done a good job because I'm sure there's something the coaches saw on film.
Oh, yeah.
That they made sure they pointed out to their coaches, their players this week.
Second down and 3. The ball is marked at the Cajun boy, our Po boys, inside the blue zone, the 9-yard line. Collier Blair in it, running back behind the quarterback in the pistol formation, moves to the left of the quarterback, trips left, calls for things, throws a quick pass to Lando Nichols. Ball bounced in the air, and honestly went right through Lando's hands and bounced off the top of his helmet and went straight up in the air. And thank goodness it wasn't intercepted. I think Lando knew that was bad because you could see him fighting to try and get to the ball when the ball went up in the air.
Yes, and thank goodness Caleb Tyndall and Gabe Ruffin were out there, and they had sustained their blocks.
Yes.
And it kept Carver defenders from able to come and intercept that pass because that ball hung up in the air for a good 3 or 4 seconds.
Did. All right, 3rd and 3 right here. Hey, running got us down here. Let's get it. Let's get the first down right here. 3rd and 3 on the 9-yard line. Collier Blair still in the game. Ball snapped, hand to Collier. Collier squirts through. He's in the end zone for a Chelsea Hornet touchdown with 3:33. Collier Blair on a 9-yard touchdown run. And, Richard, we're having success between the tackles.
That's right, Ray. Our guards are getting a helmet on a helmet, and we're able to get to the second level there with our running backs. And so that's in for a Hayes Eye Center touchdown, Ray Franklin. Speaking of Hayes.
Funny, Richard, and neither one of these teams have been scoring a lot of points, and all of a sudden tonight, you know, we got 29 points on the scoreboard between the two of them.
Yeah, so we got 3 minutes, 33 seconds left to go in the third quarter.
All right, that's the Cajun boys and our Po boys extra point located on Highway 52. However, they are opening the second additional restaurant over on Cheshire Crane Road in Chelsea, and one I heard is going to be on Caldwell Mill in Valleydale. And if you're looking to go over and visit them, you can go by or you can call 205-624-4612 or go to their website, CajunBoysandOurPoBoys.com. And hopefully Jack hadn't texted me. I was going to text him. I'm going to go ahead and tell him, make sure he's
better be listening.
Yeah.
Well, you know, Ray, this goes back. I think we're having success up the middle because I told you we talked about their defense a little bit. They're running that 4-2 look, and we were hurting them on the edge, and then they were stopping the edge. So we decided, hey, we're going to take what the defense gives us, and we're going to run up the middle. We're getting ready for the Ridgecrest Homes kickoff by Lando Nichols. But let me tell you about that touchdown drive. That was 6 plays, 54 yards, 2 minutes, 10 seconds. Most of it on the ground by Vic Lindsay and Collier Blair for a Hayes Eye Center touchdown. Brings the score 17-13 with 3 minutes and 33 seconds left to go in the third quarter.
All right, Lando with a high pooch kick, and the guy catches. He almost took off and ran. He called a fair catch at the Carver 27-yard line. So, Richard, the first half was more defense. With a trickery coming in for Chelsea throwing some halfback passes, then Carver comes out, and they do one of their own and score a touchdown. And now all of a sudden Chelsea's driven down the score. So, hey, it's an exciting game, 17-13, first Region 5 game of the year. And Richard, you can tell a difference. You know, Briar with the rankings came out today. Briar was number 1 in 5A. We had a chance late in that game. We could have scored. Just came up a little short. And Oak Mountain, you know, 7A team. So,
had one back quarter.
Yeah, had one back quarter. That's right. So I think we're more in our element tonight. All right, Carver's going to take the ball 1st and 10 on their far hash mark. They got 2 tight ends in, 2 wide receivers. I bet they're going to run it. And they do. They hand it off up the middle, and he goes nowhere. Once again, Wesley Pouncey and Jordan Smith and
yep.
Todd Justice, that 3-man front. And what's impressive is those 3 guys have 5 guys lined
Yep.
up across. And typically we don't give up a lot of yards between tackles.
No. And Wesley Pouncey's number one job, Coach Elson will tell you, either get double-teamed or
Yeah,
make the tackle.
that's right.
And he does a good job of taking the guard and the center away, keep them off our linebackers.
All right, Carver stays in the same formation, 2 double tight. Oh, going to throw a quick hitch out here. Number 41 bounces off the tackle. He went out there with some authority. The problem is he just didn't break down and make the tackle. He just ran by it.
You got to break down and make that tackle.
Yeah, like a kid running past an ice cream truck. He just didn't stop.
Speaking of ice cream, no, we're talking about
It
ice
would
cream
melt
trucks.
up here.
Well,
All right, Carver with a little quick hitch picks up a first down. So 2:52 left to go in the third quarter. Chelsea 17, Carver 13. Carver has got 2 tight ends. Let's see if they put another wide receiver out. And I think they're just trying to bait Chelsea in. Earlier they were trying to spread us out. Now they're putting tight ends in, and the quarterback just ran up and told them to get down. There is a lethargic attitude, a little sweep to the outside right there. Number 21, Lawhorn missed the tackle. Here comes Griffin up on the tackle. Once again,
Stephen
we
Fant.
have people in position. We just ain't wrapping up.
no, we're not. We're just kind of bouncing off. It tells me we're a little high on the initial. But you know what we did? We did a good job of making him bow it backwards, give Connor a chance to come from his safety position, and Stephen Fant from his backside play. Or no, that was on his side. But Stephen and Connor were able to come in and make the tackle. Connor came with some aggression that time.
Richard, I'm going to tell you, Carver's tired.
They are.
You
Well,
can
they don't.
see
You
them.
look at the numbers. They
They're
don't have the
lethargic.
numbers.
No,
Yeah.
they don't. All right, 2 tight ends throwing a quick. Oh, big sack
That's
right
a
there.
ball.
Ball's on the ground. Jordan Smith scoops. He's going to score. He's down to the 15, 10, 5.
Are you kidding
And there's
me?
a flag.
Peel
was a
back.
they
They called the peel back block on Todd Justice.
But why
and
block? Jordan Smith is walking in the end zone, and Todd Justice, bless his heart, was trying to help him out and block. And they're going to call him for the peel
but
back
it's the
block.
same thing they did.
Yeah, they did the same thing on our punt return that they did not call on Carver when they hit Caleb Tyndall, but they're going to call it right there. But you've got to be smart not to do that too, though.
Right.
Todd Justice, I love him to death, and he gets after it. But there's no point in blocking right there.
No, it's-
Jordan scooped and scored and was gone, and that sometimes you just see a guy and you see a different colored jersey and you just hit him. Personal foul
Yep.
against Chelsea, so that's going to nullify the touchdown.
Wow.
Big defensive play right there
Yes, it
that's
was.
just been taken away from a penalty.
In Todd's defense, he had a huge sack. He caused a huge
Oh, yeah, he was the
fumble.
one that caused the
He was
fumble.
fired up. He was getting downfield, but he's just got to be a little bit smarter than that.
And you see that guy coming, and maybe he don't have a clue where Jordan is, and you're trying to help your teammate.
Right. I agree.
But, that's what I'm saying, but you just got to know. You got to be more aware and know where your teammate is on the field.
Right.
Because that was huge. That's going to go from being a touchdown by Jordan Smith, a scoop and score. Now Chelsea's going to take over on their own on the Carver 36-yard line.
And all that's bad, but the worst part is the Carver player is still down.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, he's still down.
Where's he at?
He's in there, that group of
Oh,
people.
I see him. I see him
you know,
right there. Okay.
You don't want to see anybody get hurt.
No, that's just it, too. You don't want to injure nobody.
Right, and that's
Maybe
why
it's
that
just
play.
a cramp.
Well, and that's why that rule is put
That's
in.
exactly why they put the rule
But
in.
it's just
Yeah.
like Caleb Tyndall could have got the same injury.
Yeah, and you're
earlier.
exactly right.
And that's why that play. And I'm glad the rule's in.
I agree.
It's an exciting hit, but you don't want to see kids get hurt.
No. Not over just senseless blocks like that. They
Right.
don't help.
No.
Like the one that Caleb got hit earlier, it didn't help for Caleb to get blocked. Just
No.
like then, it didn't help for that young man to get blocked. It's just a senseless play that shouldn't happen.
But let's not take away. Wouldn't take away anything away from Todd.
No, great sack.
Great sack.
calls of
Great
fumble.
strip. And good heads up play by Jordan Smith to scoop and ultimately score, even though it was called back.
All right, Richard, I'm going to call it right here. I say we take a shot right here on first play. Let's just see. 1st and 10 for the Hornets at the 36 of Carver Rams. Turner calls it, and he hands it off, which is fine, too. Collier busts through the middle, breaks through a couple of tackles, and picks up a Chelsea Hornet first down.
280
Huge
Medical
rip.
Supply
280
first
Medical
down.
Supply first down, and we were thankful for 280 Medical Supply. As soon as I can find their sponsor, we got a book full here. It's a woman-owned, locally operated company specializing in braces, catheters, and full line of medical equipment and supplies. 280 Medical Supplies, 678-8755. Same formation, Lando Nichols goes in motion. Ball handed to Collier. He ain't nowhere to run on that play. He picked up maybe a yard.
I couldn't tell if that was really a counter play or if Carver was just in the backfield too quick. Collier had to make a break or make a cut, but either way, picked up a yard. It's going to bring up 2nd and 9.
A lot more motioning tonight,
Yeah.
which is good. kind of helps you balance up your defense. And a lot of times you'll motion when you see a team that don't adjust and you're trying to get an advantage. Twins right, twins left, ball between the hashes down to the 24-yard line. Quick pass to Michael Gibbs. Michael Gibbs breaks that tackle we've been talking about. Breaks 2 tackles. Big hit by Carver down to the 12-yard line. So we just talked about Michael's got to start breaking tackles, and bam, he breaks 2 of them.
Yeah, and that was the first time I've seen Carver's secondary come in and hit high.
Yeah.
And like I said, not Michael back a little bit. Michael was able to keep his balance and get forward, pick up a Chelsea Hornet first down.
All right. That's a 280 medical supply first down. Ball down to the Chelsea or the Carver 13-yard line. Michael Gibbs goes in motion from twins right to make it trips left. Ball handed to Collier. Collier got his shoulders over his knees. He's leaning. And we obviously are not reading that because the defensive end kind of came in and made that tackle after we picked up a yard. If Turner keeps it, he might walk in the end zone.
That's right.
All right. Trips left, single receiver right. Carver making a defensive substitution. Turner moves Collier over to the right, near hash. Calls for the snap. Quick speed option out to Collier. Collier's got a little block and lowers his head. And smart move by Collier just to slide out of bounds. I told him the other day, don't fight for yards when you know you're going to get tackled because you're going to hurt yourself. And he just wisely slid out of bounds at about the – that's a terrible spot.
Well, and that was also a terrible miss of a defensive offsides.
It was offsides,
they jumped offsides. The guy that just checked in for Carver jumped in the neutral zone as the ball was snapped. But needless to say, Ray, that brings us to the end of the third quarter with Chelsea up 17-13 here at Carver High School Stadium.
And the good news is, Richard, we're on the 7-yard line. It's 3rd and 5, so we can still get the first down and not score. So what that does, 2 things. 1, gives us more time to run off the clock, and 2, gives us at least, if we get the first down, gives us at least 6 opportunities, or excuse me, not 6, 4 opportunities to score.
You playing Canadian football again?
Yeah. Well,
Ray,
sometimes I see we do.
Yeah. Let me tell you about our game sponsor again, that's Skelton's Heating and Air Conditioning. We got the windows open up here. The air conditioner is running, but it's just such a big room. It's not able to cool it as well. We got the windows open here, but Skelton's Heating and Air Conditioning offers repair and installation services in the greater Birmingham area. At Skelton's, they believe in quality, honesty, and integrity, and that's the way they conduct their business every day. Skelton's Heating and Air offers quality work at a fair price and combines that with impeccable service. Whether it's residential or commercial, you'll appreciate the technical skill and personal commitment to putting people before profit. 205-277-6055. That's Skelton's Heating and Air Conditioning, our game sponsor for this 2018 football season.
All right, give you an update on the NFL. First game of the NFL season.
Who cares about the NFL?
I love the NFL.
Ray. I'm so done with the NFL. But I'm sorry, go ahead.
Philadelphia 0, Atlanta 3. Or excuse me, it might be the other way. Philadelphia 3, Atlanta 0. All right, we got 2 tight ends, twins right. Collier Blair up the middle, and I thought he was going to bust through. And that's what we've been missing. You can see Collier's getting healthier every week, and we're running between the tackles. And we're having success, and that's the key. Collier getting healthier gives him that he's got strong legs. As an 8th grader, he can squat about 240 pounds, and that don't sound like a lot, but for an 8th grader, that is a lot.
Well, and he keeps his legs churning. And
yes, always keeps his legs moving.
He's about 5'6", 150-something pounds, but he's always got a low center of gravity. He's got good balance. He's just hard for people to get their hands on his legs.
Well, I told you earlier I thought Carver's getting tired. I do believe we got the first. It's the 1st and goal right there. We have the ball on the 3-yard line. Same formation, tight end left, tight end in the backfield. Ball handed to Collier again. He squirts through, and I don't think he's going to get in. But he's once again, hey, Coach Goodwin's staying with it. He's staying between the tackles, running behind those big linemen, Mark Moody and Ty Dema and Logan Brazier.
Garrett Evans.
Garrett Evans, Charlie Parkinson, and got 84 in the game here at tight end. Caleb Tyndall's in the game at tight end, and so is Will Peacock. We go under center here. It looks like Turner's going to quarterback sneak, and that's going to be a Chelsea Hornet touchdown, Richard.
Yes, sir.
11 minutes, 12 seconds. Turner Griffin calls his own number and goes in the end zone under quarterback sneak, and Collier Blair comes up limping again. How does he, bless his heart, come up limping on a play from the quarterback? You know why? Because he was trying to push the quarterback in and got hurt.
Pushing on those ankles,
That's
Ray.
What he does.
And you mentioned them, Ray, but you can't give enough credit to Garrett Evans, Mark Moody, Ty Dema, Logan Brazier, and Charlie Parkinson. Those guys, Coach Goodwin and Coach Neves, those guys have just said, hey, we're going to run behind you guys.
Yeah.
We're going to bring it.
And we got a new offensive line coach this year. Coach Causey has been coming. He's played at Alabama back in the 90s. He's helping this year with the offensive line, doing a great job. They're learning a lot from him. You can hear the kids talk about how they're learning from him. Coach Reynolds has moved to the offensive line. He's doing a good job with the line. So tell us about our touchdown stats.
Ray, with that Hayes Eye Center touchdown drive, with 7 plays, 36 yards, 3 minutes and 12 seconds after the big sack and strip fumble by Todd Justice and the fumble recovery by big Jordan Smith there. Ray, that touchdown is going to bring us Chelsea up 24-13 with 11 minutes and 12 seconds left to go in the fourth quarter here at Carver High School.
Well, as most people know, Chelsea is playing on Thursday night tonight, so there's some high school games obviously tonight, some tomorrow night. Coach Elmore just texted me. He's up at his new high school at Fort Payne, and they play tomorrow night, so he was tuning in, listening to us on the app, and talking about how it sounds good. So he, still coached a lot of these kids right here. He knows a lot of them, so he's interested to see how they're doing as well. So we appreciate Coach Elmore tuning in and listening. We're thankful for that.
Ray, the Ridgecrest Homes kickoff by Lindo Nichols was fair caught by the Carver Rams at their own 35-yard line, where they're going to set up 1st and 10 from there. Ray, I'm glad some of these people don't have my number because you get texts all day long. I must have an unpublished number or something.
Well, Richard.
Nobody likes me, I guess.
Listen,
I'm just a sidekick.
I texted Jack Donovan and asked him if he was listening. We were giving him his sponsorship, and he wanted to know how to listen. So let me tell everybody how to listen if you're not already listening. I sent the link out on Facebook today how you can watch. But you can use your iPhone or your Android to go get the app, Cool, KOOL, 969.com. You can pull it right up. You can listen. You don't have to put the .com in there, but you can listen everywhere. I've listened in Boston. We got people at the beach listening. Coach Elmore's listening in Fort Payne. So here we go, fourth quarter. The ball's down. How did they call that an incomplete pass? Number 5 had it. It looked like he might have made a move. He must just not have had it tucked in right, but that's okay. Hey, great job by our defense. Lawhorn come up and hit him as quick as he caught it.
Or Lawhorn?
That's why I said Lawhorn.
I think you said Longhorn.
Well,
I must
like
be
a Longhorn.
I'm thinking, I guess so.
Yeah, some ribs.
David Brady, our engineer, had some ribs up here a while
Yeah,
ago.
he did.
This whole place smells like I'm in dreamland up here, and I can't have anything to eat.
All right, 11:06 left in this fourth quarter. Chelsea with an 11-point lead, 24-13. Carver has the ball on their own 35-yard line. 2nd and 10. Ball snap. Quarterback looks to throw quick, and right there, it looks like William Sullivan on the tackle. Did they get the catch right there? Yeah, looks like they did.
Quick little shot. Jordan Smith will get a little limp.
He's coming up limping. Who
We'll
goes in for him? Jamie Gandy, the sophomore, comes in. So Jamie Gandy's not as big as Jordan, but Jamie is what you'd call an edge rusher. He is super, super fast. All right, so it's going to be 3rd and 5.
We'll have to
Twins
get
left,
Cooper
twins
checking on
right.
that injury for us.
Yep. Chelsea got to get a stop here. The quarterback looks to throw. Looks like Holden. My goodness, call the police. There's Holden right there. He slipped and fall down. Avery Lawhorn on the tackle, but not before he gets a first down. Todd Justice's jersey's hanging off of him.
Yeah.
And typically when clothes are hanging off people, that means there's been an assault.
And he's walking by the white cap being like,
and the white hat's looking at him.
Can you put my clothes back on me, please?
Yeah,
Because the guy just pulled them off of me.
All right. Todd Justice putting his clothes back on.
Lawhorn's coming up limping. Ray, we may be setting the record for the most number of lower leg injuries in the history of football this year.
Who's hurt now?
Well, we got Lawhorn over here limping. We got Jordan Smith limping off with a lower leg injury, it looks like. We got what kind of cleats are we wearing?
Well, it's turf. You never know with turf.
You're right.
And wearing cleats. Just got another text from Brother Tim. He's in Panama City listening on the app. So the cool thing about the app is you can listen anywhere. Last year was at a Boston Red Sox game. You and Greg were doing the Gardendale game. Yeah. And, wow, what a weird game that was. We had drones flying overhead. It was a crazy game.
We thought we were being attacked by UFOs.
Yeah. So you can use the app. It's a wonderful app, and it's good. And like tonight, Coach Smitty gave me the link, and I put it on so you can watch and listen at the same time. And we were thankful for that. Richard, let me tell you,
please do,
if you don't mind, about American Tree Maintenance. American Tree Maintenance has solutions providing responsive monthly service with seasonal treatment. ATM has one goal in mind, making your property have the wow factor. Custom plans are created for each property. American Tree Maintenance, 205-669-1925, or call atm.com. So Chelsea does have a player down. And if it's Avery Lawhorn, he made the tackle.
Yeah.
But I didn't see him go down him. He just kind of did a little arm tackle and rolled up on the guy, but I didn't see anything crazy.
No, let's take this time, too. Let me tell you about our coin toss sponsor, Willpower Fitness Gym. They are offering affordable single memberships with no contracts. You can enjoy discounts on personal training classes, individualized health and fitness goals, fun cardio classes, and weekly personal coaching and motivation. Willpower Fitness Gym in Chelsea. 16223 Highway 280 in Chelsea, 205-903-8591. Willpower Fitness Gym. Ray keeps eating ribs and hot dogs. He's going to have to go to the Willpower Fitness and Gym.
Richard,
Fitness.
As Greg Robertson says, I don't wake up and just look like this. I actually do wake up and just look like this every day. Thank goodness the Lord's blessed me with a body like this. Don't spit your water out.
Is that to keep your wife warm in the winter?
Yeah, speaking of my wife, let me tell you something. I didn't give her a shout-out last week, and oh, my goodness, you'd have thought, I don't even know what you thought, but she was not happy. So
I love my wife.
I actually talked about your wife. All right, we'll get back to Mandy here in a second. All right, so we got 1st and 10 for Carver at their own 49-yard line. We're holding. Oh, my goodness, at the hold. They just held Todd Justice so bad. 2 guys had him, and one had his jersey pulling it, and the White Hats just staring at it. So, you rush 3 and you get a guy upfield like that. But Carver completes a huge pass across the middle for about 25 yards and a Carver first down. So 9:53 left. A lot of time left in this game. Chelsea with 11-point lead, 24-13 over the Rams. But Carver is driving, and I think they've realized, hey, we ain't got time to run. We got to throw.
Yeah,
so
Chris,
twins right, twins left. Todd Justice on the rush and outside. Got time. He's looking across the middle, and I bet you they can't throw a flag. That was just triage.
Yeah.
Good call by the refs right there. They number 41 for Chelsea, Jacob Clayton, he got tangled up with the receiver, and the receiver just kind of crossed over his feet and tripped.
Yeah, we got number 32, Chris Connect, checking in for us at defensive end. Looks like Jordan Smith running up and down the sideline over there.
Yeah.
Looks like he's ready to go. Sometimes you get those little injuries, you get somebody to stretch you out, tape it up a little bit, and you'll be good to go. You'll be sore tomorrow, but
Richard,
you know what? You got 9.5 minutes left. There comes Jordan right now.
These balls flying around the field, the players literally just take them and just throw them over to the left or right, and then the ref has to go pick them up. And now Carver's ball is on our sideline. It's the strangest thing. I've never seen balls just fly around like this, and it just no sense of urgency to get them. All right, twins right, twins left. I think we're going to have a legal procedure here by Carver. Yep, that's what the signal is. And the coach down here for Carver just wiped his sweat off his face like, are you kidding me?
Well, and it's good they had a screen set up right there. Our lineman came through. There goes Robbie Hayes, ball boy extraordinaire, giving it back here. This is y'all's. I'll tell you what, there's not many better ball boys than Robbie Hayes.
Robbie Hayes, Dr.
He's
Robbie
great.
Hayes, he does a great job. I did ball boy duty last night for the middle school.
Good.
Had a good time doing that.
Yeah, good.
So it's going to be 2nd and 15 right here for Carver Rams at their own 36-yard line. The ball is set between the 2 hash marks. Carver is going from left to right on your radio if you're unable to watch. Twins right, twins left. Running back self to right. Bringing a little pressure right here. Stephen Fant gets held right there. And the quarterback runs left, breaks through several tackles. But see, Stephen Fant right there came through on a blitz. And we talked about this with our ninth graders the other day. Don't run into the blocker.
Right.
Trying to avoid the blocker. And then when Stephen turned to go run, the tackle actually grabbed a hold of him and kept him from going after the
you know when you hold when you're tired.
Yeah, and they're tired. You can tell they're tired.
Well, and we're tired too. We're starting to just hit high again. We've got to get low. We've got to get in this quarterback's legs. He's a big dude, 6'2", 200. We've got to get low.
Quick pass thrown out to the left side.
They're calling that complete?
No, he ain't even moved. He ain't
well,
signaled
they did.
Complete. Well, it doesn't matter.
But they lost a yard.
Yeah. Loss of 1 yard right there. This week, Hamp Waller, Richard, in Monday's game, broke his arm. Hamp's actually watching live right now on the app. He just sent a text of him watching the game, listening to us.
Best wishes
He's unable to be here tonight. He's had a little surgery on his arm Tuesday morning.
Yeah.
And so we went up and visited with him for a few minutes. So he's recovering at home.
He and Bartolewski.
Bartolewski had surgery on his arm. He's recovering. He's actually able to be here tonight. His surgery happened a little earlier. All right, Carver has the ball 2nd and 11 on the far hash mark. Twins right, trips right, twins left. Quarterback looking to roll, looks for a guy, has a guy, and we make the tackle. Looks like that's going to be
Nolan Forehand.
Yeah, Nolan Forehand.
And he did a good job getting in the guy's waist and legs. If he had hit him high, he probably would have bounced off and had a chance to score.
Yep, picked up about 5.5, 6 yards on that play. But like you said, he didn't tackle him high.
Right.
He tackled his legs. Took the one thing he's got to have to run. So it's going to bring up 3rd and 6 right here. And I imagine, Richard, Carver's probably thinking 4-down territory with about 8 minutes left to go in this 24-13 game that Chelsea has an 11-point lead on.
You got to score a touchdown, go for 2, and kick a field goal just to tie.
Wouldn't be surprised if you don't look for a post across the middle here. Twins right, twins left. There's that post I was just talking about. And it's a touchdown. I just called it. They ran it a while ago, and he would have been open if he'd not tripped. and we just didn't have anybody positioned. And sure enough, he threw the post, and it was a touchdown.
It was a good timing throw by the quarterback there. He threw it just right over our linebacker and right underneath our safety for the 6 points for the Hayes Eye Center touchdown.
Me watching the scouting of the Fairfield game for Carver, if they find a play that works, they'll come back to that play. They like to run plays over and over and over, as you've seen. And right there, they went to it a while ago, and the guy tripped. And so it was kind of obvious they were going to come back to it. And sure enough, they've come back to it. And now Carver's wasting a timeout. And I imagine they're debating on taking going for 2-point conversion here.
You know, though, with 7 minutes and 55 seconds left,
here's the question. Do you have a field goal kicker that even has a chance to tie it up? That's the question.
Right.
So if you don't have a field goal kicker, what's the point going for 2?
Right. No, I agree. And then like right now, they're down 5. So a touchdown wins it no matter what. But if you go for,
go for 2, you can
kick a field goal. But like you said, do they have a field goal kicker? We almost blocked the last extra point. So that's probably in their mind right now. But Ray, let me tell you about that touchdown drive. They matched our 3-minute drive a while ago. This time they went 67 yards in 9 plays. Took 3 minutes and 17 seconds to put Carver in the end zone to pull the score 24-19 with 7 minutes 55 seconds left to go here in the fourth quarter on a rare Thursday night high school football game.
All right, Carver's going to go twins left, twins right. They elect to keep the ball in the center of the field. Receiver goes in motion, makes it trip right, and we're off sides, and we go to make a sack, but no, you can't.
They blew the whistle.
Yeah, they blew the whistle. They blew the whistle, so it should be a dead play.
Yep.
They can't.
It was a great throw.
Yeah, they threw the flag and blew the whistle. So it's not a good play. Or the play didn't happen, I guess is what I'm trying to say.
They're pulling the you can't the whistle blew. You can't decline it. So you're going to have to replay the down.
Right, they're going to have to replay the down.
Their coaches are wanting to say
touchdown.
But
the problem is the whistle. Dead. Yeah, so they got to replay the down. They can get their yard and a half. The
whistle blew.
Here.
I don't know what there is to discuss.
I don't know what there is to discuss
The whistle blew, so the play's dead when the whistle blows because it's either they both threw flags. Both side judges threw a flag and blew the whistle, so the play's dead at that moment.
Yep.
So there shouldn't be anything to discuss.
Richard, I've been bragging on these officials all night.
Dead ball.
Offsides. Defense, replay the down.
Yeah,
yep, so he's right. So once again, they get it right. These coaches over here, I'm not quite sure what they were thinking because the play was blown dead. Everybody on defense stopped. So they got a Robbie Hayes, a Dr. Robbie Hayes Eye Center touchdown, and now they're going for the Cajun boy, our Po boys, extra point. They're going for a 2-point conversion. I don't know what the coach can argue. Everybody can. I mean, I'm up here and we could hear the whistle blow.
I mean, here's
the
deal.
It dead.
He didn't call it inadvertent. If it was an inadvertent whistle,
right,
the offense has a choice of replaying the down or taking the result of the play. It was not an inadvertent whistle. We made contact before the ball was snapped. Therefore,
it's a dead
ball, and that's what they blew the whistle before the ball was snapped.
Yeah,
so
very, very simple.
All but right. In their defense, being a coach, I would have argued probably the same thing because you never know what you can get called.
Yeah. So the ball's been moved to the 1.5-yard line. The receivers for Carver are stacked up on the near hash over here. They got a single receiver to the left. Tight ends over here on the right. Tight ends ineligible. They're looking just to keep it, and he gets hit, Richard. Well, he might have spun back around. Oh, they did finally signal. At initial contact, we stood him up, and I didn't think he was going to get in. Then all of a sudden, he rolled off the tackle and rolled in the end zone for a 2-point conversion. So, 7:55, Carver 21, Chelsea 24. That takes us to our Hayes Eye Center touchdown sponsor. Has been serving families in the community for 27 years. Dr. Hayes has been trusted in this community to take pride in providing exceptional eye care for his patients. Dr. Robbie Hayes, 205-678-2020. And thank you to our extra point sponsor, Cajun Boys and our Po Boys, native of Louisiana. The Donovan family brings Cajun recipes to the Deep South. Cajun Boys is located on Highway 52. However, they are opening 2 new locations in Shelby County, 1 in Chelsea and 1 in Inverness. Cajun Boys and our Po Boys, 205-624-4612 or CajunBoysandOurPoBoys.com. So,
all right, Ray, we're getting ready for our Ridgecrest Homes kickoff. Ridgecrest Homes is excited about their partnership with Cool 96.9. Ridgecrest Homes is building homes in the new farmhouse community, Adams Ridge, located in Chelsea behind Publix off Highway 280.
All right, set the kickoff up right here. LG around the right end, makes a couple of guys miss, makes another guy miss, just tuck the ball away. It's normally when a fumble happens, when everybody starts spinning around like a top, we'll lose the ball.
But Ray, you can Adams Ridge is located behind Chelsea, or in Chelsea, not behind Chelsea, in Chelsea behind Publix, off Highway 280. Ridgecrest Homes 205-980-2877 or ridgecresthomes.net.
All right, 24-21. The Hornets have a 3-point lead with 7:45. Richard, this game seems like it's taking forever tonight, and I don't know why.
I got to work tomorrow.
Well, you know what? I do too. I didn't think about that. Thanks for ruining my
Sorry.
Friday.
It's not Saturday.
All right, so we've got here by running. We've ran the ball well in the second half. Do we stick with it or do we come out throwing? We're fixing to find out. Twins right, twins left. Vic Lindsay, we come out throwing first play, and we almost, if he had wanted to, he could have stood up making the tackle, could have intercepted and ran it back.
Right, but we're glad he didn't. Doug Wood made the reception there, but lost a yard. Oh, well, they're going to say, yeah, lost a yard. They just haven't moved the box back yet.
All right. Second down and 11 right here, ball on the far hash mark. We ran the ball well the last two drives. Carver on their heels a little bit, ran up the middle. Like to see us hit the tackles running. Twins right, twins left. Lando Nichols in motion. Hand the ball up the middle to Vic Lindsay. Vic with about 2 yards. Vic still fighting for yards. And going to pick up maybe back to the original line of scrimmage, maybe a yard gain. I'd like to see the official over there. I'm about to say I'd like to see him mark. I tell you what's confusing me. I did realize this. First time I've been to a high school game that their officials are running the chains.
Yeah.
Normally it's dads.
Yeah.
Collier Blair checks in the game at 3rd and 9 at the Chelsea 36-yard line. Twins right, twins left. Turner calls a snap.
I'm
Looks
looking for
over
a
the
little rollout pass here, maybe.
Rollout, yeah, or maybe a quick screen. Turner calls for snap, straight drop back, throws a quick hitch right there to Lando Nichols. And I don't know, did he catch it?
No.
It looked like it hit him right in the hands.
Yeah. It's all right.
But Richard, once again, we've been running the ball effectively. And that drive right there, we threw it 2 out of 3 plays. I feel like we got away from what's been working for us. Yeah, maybe Carvers have made some adjustments up front, and they're like, hey, we're going to make you throw it right here. But in a situation like that, I mean, just give it a shot. Keep pounding between tackles. We've been wearing Carver down in that situation.
We need Jacob Boyle to get away a nice punt here.
Yep. Good snap by Eccles. Boyle with a nice punt, end over end. Looks like it's going to hit about the 40-yard line. Bounced straight up and went out of bounds. Only a net gain of about 15 yards right there.
We've got to be careful here. We've got to make sure that this drive here, we've got to be sure tacklers. Cannot be tackling up high, and we cannot let their athleticism take over this game.
All right, Richard. 6:16 left. Carver's getting to a 4-down territory situation. Even though it's first down, they're going to have to score. Field goal ties it, touchdown, puts them in the lead. But there's 6:16 left to go in this game. Chelsea does have a 3-point lead, 24-21, so the defense has got to step up here. Last series, we did not play very well defensively. Missed some tackles, let some guys get open, and I can imagine they're going to come back to that post across the middle again if the opportunity presents itself. All right, quarterback looking to drop down, tries to throw a bomb, has a guy open, got a defender, and they're going to throw a flag.
You can't do that.
Yeah, Nolan forehand never turned around. He face guarded, and you can't face guard.
No.
Yeah, pass interference on Nolan. Nolan was not in bad coverage if he'd have turned around. But he literally just ran in the face of the receiver and threw his hand up. And, and Nolan's arguing, but really you don't have an argument.
No, that's a penalty all day long.
You can't run and face guard.
No. First of all, you just got to turn and run and go with him and not get beat and get yourself in that position. Here we do. Peter Wren has checked in. Number 2 has checked in, the senior in place of Lawhorn.
Lawhorn, I think, got injured a while ago and hadn't come back. So after the 15-yard penalty, that brings them into Chelsea territory.
Can't help them out.
Nope. And the ball will be at the Chelsea 43-yard line. So big penalty right there. And Richard, like earlier, they're having more success throwing it than they are running it, where vice versa for us. We were having more success running than we were throwing. But, right now they're sticking with throwing it. And we come up, big hit right there. Who was that? Cole Behrman, number 45, just destroyed.
And now,
what can the flag be?
That was both of them. I mean, they're back in the huddle, and they're just now throwing the flags.
I can't imagine with the flag unless he hit him too hard.
I mean, they couldn't have been late hit out of bounds because the
No.
play was over and then they started throwing the flags.
Personal foul against Chelsea.
Okay, so now it's going to be downhill, huh?
So the refs have done a great job the whole game. And
I
now
mean-
all of a sudden we got two back. Now the interference, clear.
Right.
I'd like to get some, Cooper, see if you can get some understanding on, did you think that was a late hit out of bounds? What exactly was the penalty on? We'll come back to you in a minute. So see if you can do a little research down there and find how they could call a personal foul. Looks like we have a timeout. It's going to be a heat
Elson's-
timeout.
I mean,
Yeah, Coach Goodwin wants to know what the
right.
penalty's for.
Because
I
the
agree.
thing is everybody was up walking back to the playing field. Then the flags came out, and the flag came. One of the guys threw it from in the soccer goal,
Yeah.
which is about 35 yards away.
Cooper, you got any idea? Could you hear what the ref said the flag was about?
They confirmed that the flag was for a
Breaking up a little bit.
Yeah.
late hit out of bounds.
Yeah.
There we go.
Was he out of bounds?
I didn't think so. I felt like it was a clean hit, but
I thought it was a clean hit, too. From here, it looked like he was clearly in bounds.
It was a great hit,
Yeah.
but it may have been the quarterback was going out of bounds.
Well, ain't no penalty for intent.
Well,
two back-to-back 15-yard penalties.
Yep.
So, once again, we're getting a little – we've let a lot go this game, not called any holding penalties but for either team, and there's clearly been holding on both sides. And now all of a sudden we got a, personal foul late hit on Cole Berryman, which I disagree. Clearly the quarterback was in bounds. And like you said, the flag came about 3 seconds after the play.
oh, I would say it was later than
Might
that.
have been 4 seconds. 1st and 10 for Carver at the Chelsea 28-yard
Green.
line. And the ball's thrown over the head of the receiver. Had a lot of pressure on him. Boy, it'd been nice if we could have picked that off.
Yeah. One of the things that we've not been able to do since the sack strip fumble by Justice is get a whole lot of pressure on the quarterback.
No, we hadn't.
We've been able to give him some time to throw the ball. Part of it is our defensive line's getting tired, but we got to keep that aggressiveness all night long.
All right, 5:57 left to go in the fourth quarter, 24-21. Chelsea with a 3-point lead. 2nd and 10 for Carver at the Chelsea 28-yard line. Got twins left, twins right. Please protect the middle of the field. It's been a little vulnerable tonight. Let's play defense here. Quarterback drops the pass, tucks it, takes off running. There is nobody to make a tackle. He's probably going to score, and he does not.
No.
That's what's happening. We must be in either man coverage because the quarterback decides he's going to run, and there's nobody within 20 yards to make a tackle right there.
Yep.
And maybe we got to look to put a spy in, somebody that can spy that quarterback, because what he's doing is sending everybody deep, and there's nobody staying home. And when it's over with, they're gone.
Yeah. And then we were in man that time. Jacob Clayton was running with that slot receiver on the post, and he was open. But the quarterback recognized that we were in man coverage and decided to just take off and do it with his legs.
Another timeout by Carver. I tell you what, their coach, bless his heart, he's going to get his money's worth on his timeouts.
That's their second timeout with 5.5 minutes left to go.
The key here is, Richard, 1st and goal at the 3-yard line, maybe 4. They had 2 back-to-back penalties, interference, and then a phantom late hit. But, that's kind of what we've been expecting tonight and haven't seen it. Then all of a sudden, here comes the flags flying. And then Coach Goodwin came out and argued and stayed out there about 2 minutes talking to him. And don't know what explanation he got. But either way, then the next play here, the quarterback's taking it, tucked it down and took off running and picked up about 25. And now defense got to bow up. I mean, you're 1st and goal at the 3.5-yard line, and you've played a great game, had a couple of mental breakdowns, but overall played a really good game. Got to finish strong. All right, 5:25 left to go in the fourth, 24-21 Chelsea. Carver comes back on the field, led by their junior quarterback, Matthew Young, 6 foot 210.
I gave him an extra 2 inches earlier. That's my bad.
Yeah,
I say we're 6'2".
Yeah, he's 6 foot 210. There's a 2 in there. All right, we're going to have probably there's double receivers there at the bottom. Single receiver by himself, tight end, load up. Quarterback just takes it and runs over right in. He's got a little spot there, and he falls in the end zone. Looked like Colby Clements made initial contact, but he hit him high, bounced off of him, and he rolled in the end zone. So 5:20 left. Carver will take, after the extra point, depending on how good it is, we'll take a 3-point lead. The one thing we do have, though, we do have a field goal kicker. but I'd like to not see it get all the way down to a field goal.
Ray, that was a 6-play, 58-yard, 56-second drive, aided by the two 15-yard penalties that you mentioned for the Carver touchdown. Brings the score pending the Hayes Eye Center extra point, 27-24 Carver, with the extra point about to take place.
All right, this extra point is the only difference in a field goal. We did block it. Oh, my God, how did we not block it? We had about 4 guys that came through, and I don't know how the ball sneaked through, and I was wrong. It's 28-24. We have to score a touchdown. I don't know why I was thinking that we could have a field goal lead. I'm not sure how in the world we missed that blocking the extra point. We literally had as many white jerseys in front of the kicker as we did anything, and somehow it got through. So, with 5:20 left to go in this game, Chelsea has surrendered the lead 28-24 to the Carver Rams. And, Richard, ever since that turnover, the penalty where we picked up the scoop, the scoop and score,
Yep.
we've been flat.
Well, we took it down and scored after that.
Was it after that?
Yeah, we
okay.
scored after that. Take the lead, take 24-13 point lead. But then it's just like we just relaxed.
Yeah.
And you learn a lot about your team, how they play under adversity, but also when they're ahead. I mean, you're up 24-13. You're up for the first time this year, and you got to have that killer mentality. And we didn't seem to have that on the drive 2 drives ago.
All right. Big number 74 for Carver looking to kick, and you can tell he's placing the ball.
When he can't be outside the hash.
No, I don't.
And
yeah, maybe.
the thing is, they've already blown the whistle.
I didn't think you could pick the ball up once the ball was blown in play. There's only 5 seconds left. 4, 3, 2, 1. That's a delay game. Delay a game. Yeah.
Should have been when he picked the ball up.
I agree. Once the ball is spotted like that, I don't think you can pick it up either.
I mean, that'd be like if the ball's put in play at the line of scrimmage for a snap.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know what he was. It was like he was trying to aim.
He was moving it 6 inches right, 6 inches left, like that was going to make a difference. Just kick the ball. So Carver will back up 5 yards.
That's the best words of wisdom I've heard all night. DJ Cuzzo said, just kick the ball.
Yeah,
that's all he's got to do. He's got one job.
Kick the ball.
Kick the ball, man.
All right. Did they change kickers?
I think they did.
So they changed kickers after the penalty. Carver goes to kick, and he just kicks a moon shot. LG's going to catch it on the 32-yard line. He runs it right, got a wall set up. He's running backwards, though.
Yep, you cannot do that.
And in American football, you have to go north and south, not east and west. And LG thought he was going to outrun the guy, and he unfortunately started drifting backwards and didn't outrun anybody.
Nope. And there goes the balls flying around the field, bouncing,
balls flying around
rolling.
Again. So Chelsea's coming. Richard, 5:15 left, 28-24. Plenty of time to run the football.
Yeah.
We've had 68 yards.
Oh, we need a 68-yard drive.
Yeah, 68-yard drive. Yeah, we got to have 68 yards to the end zone.
Thank you, Greg, our statistician there.
I'd like to see us get back into running here. We've been successful running between the tackles. Carver's still in that 4-3, 4-2 defense. They take that third linebacker and put him out here on the tight end and walk the safety down to the number 2 receiver. So now the ref's running all the way over here to tell the Carver coach something. I'm not sure what he could tell him. There's been some odd conversations.
He's talking about one of the players, I think.
No, he's talking to the ball boy. He's probably telling him, will you please, for heaven's sakes, run the ball to me and quit throwing it.
Because I am tired.
Yeah, they're like, we're dead. Look, here's another boy.
Yeah.
What are we doing? Now a kid in a red shirt is running out with the ref. They're going to put one of their ball boys on the other sideline. I'm telling you, these refs are like, we're not getting paid to be ball boys.
and they are. They're chasing. Or is the referee leaving?
Yeah.
No, he's not. Okay.
Oh, the lines crew got hurt, so they had to
okay.
get somebody to help with the lines crew. Twins right, twins left. And we got a flag, a legal procedure, and we're
DJ Cuzzo coming there with some more
DJ
vital
Cuz.
information. We may need to hire him to come be our sideline reporters.
He
No
could be.
offense, Cooper. No offense. But you could have told us that the
line judge was hurt.
or
Yeah.
the chain gang got hurt down there.
All right. We're going to change formations after the penalty. 5:14 left, 28-24. Chelsea's down by 4. We got to go instead of 60. You said 68 yards. Now we got to go 73 yards for a touchdown. So we go twins right, twins left. Excuse me. short a player? Oh, we must have a tight end. Vic Lindsay coming in a quick pass. The ball was intended for Reggie Fisher, and Reggie never really put up a whole lot of effort to try and catch it. It was kind of strange. I'm not sure if he lost it in the lights.
So a little bit of hand fighting going on.
Yeah, there
between
was.
him in the corner.
Yeah, it was. 2nd and 15.
Sometimes you take a shot like that to kind of spread the defense out a little bit more and loosen them up a little bit.
Carver does not bring a ton of pressure on the last play. We seemed to let him go like it was a screen play. Trips left, single receiver right. Ball heading on a counter to Vic Lindsay, and Vic goes up and gets maybe 4 of the 5-yard penalty back. And Vic's hurt. Vic's got a bad right shoulder, and he just took a shot on his right shoulder. So now Collier's got checked back in the game, so we can get one back out that's hurt with a shoulder to another back in that's hurt with a foot. We just have not been healthy this year at tailback, and you can tell early we were okay. We were staying healthy, but after the little dinks and dunks, we're hurting. So twins right, twins left, 3rd and 11. Throwing a quick pass to Collier Blair. Collier running out left side, makes a move, going to pick up about 4 yards. But Richard stayed in bounds, 4th and 8. So you got to punt with 4:25 left.
Well, I think they're going to let the clock run down, call a timeout. No, they're calling a play. Ray, we've lost 2 more players. We've lost 2 more players to lower leg injuries. Mark Moody and Lawhorn are both out for the night with lower leg injury.
All right, it appears we're going for it here on 4th down, or we're going to call a timeout and probably punt it. Timeout, Chelsea. All right, Richard. So out of the last 7 plays, or excuse me, out of the last 6 plays, we've thrown it 5 out of 6 plays. We had a lot of, I said it earlier, we've had a lot of success running. I'd like to see, I know time's ticking away, but 4 minutes, 5 minutes is a lot of time on the clock. I know Vic's hurt a little bit. We did run it right there, a little draw play, and last week it worked for a few yards. That play, we got about 5 yards on it. But 4th and 8, and it's not too late, but here's what's got to happen. If you decide to punt it, you've got to hold them.
Yep.
In the last 2 drives defensively, and we had 30 yards worth of penalties a while ago. So makes you wonder, do you come out and run a fake, or do you just come out here and go for it? But I don't know.
I think you punt it here and try to flip the field. Your defense has been playing good. You know, if you run a fake right here, you're giving the Carver plenty of, a really good field position. You run a fake, but that's why we're up here and not down there, because we're going to go for it.
That's right. All right, they are going for it. Trips right. We've got an empty formation. Trips right, twins left. It might be a punt situation here where he's just going to quick kick and punt it. No, he calls it. He's going to throw a right across the middle. Collier Blair, 1st down. What a play. Literally, they went empty formation, put Collier in at wide receiver, and they looked outside. He pumped it, and they threw right across the middle to Collier Blair on about a 25-yard pass to Turner Griffin. Gutsy call by Coach Goodwin right there, going for it. There's still plenty of time left, 3:47 left. The Hornets are down by 4, 28-24. So twins right, twins left. Collier not sure of the play. Gets the play from the sideline. Yeah, there was a busted play right there. Collier wasn't sure what the play was.
Hey.
And Turner on a busted play gets 9 yards on a busted play right there. Who's come in for Mark Moody? Do you know who come in to replace him? Number 50. Mark just came back in the game.
57, okay.
Yeah, number 50 came in for Chelsea. Number 50
Baker
is
Hicks.
Baker
5'9"
Hicks.
junior.
Yep, and Mark Moody came back. I guarantee Mark's tough.
He is.
He said, I ain't sitting out. Twins right, twins left, ball handed to Collier over left end. Collier makes a quick move and makes a nice cut. What are we calling? All of a sudden now, this coach down here is pumping his fist. He's like, finally, we're going to start throwing some flags. They've held Todd Justice all night long, and I think they just called Mark Moody with a hold.
No, that was
Logan Brazier,
Logan Brazier.
53.
But here's the deal: it was 20 yards away from the ball.
Right, had nothing to do with the play. And now the Carver coach is on the field, and I'm not quite sure why he's on the field. And there's no.
They've been on the field all night, Ray. They've been out about right around the numbers most of the night. All of a sudden, we're going to start calling holding.
Well, these guys have done
from guys.
Yeah,
they have. They've done a great job, and don't mess up now. I mean,
yeah, but you notice where the flag came from.
Right,
the Carver sideline. And a lot of times it's hard. Those guys will be chirping in the ears of those refs, and we do it on our sideline too. It typically just don't work. All right, 2nd and 12 right here from the ball being on the Carver 40, looks like the 44-yard line. Twins right, twins left, the ball fake to Collier. Turner makes a move and slips and falls down with 2:41 left. So we go from a second and 1, got a holding penalty 12 yards away from the play, and now all of a sudden, looks like we've called a timeout.
Yep.
So we go from Richard having a 2nd and 1 to a holding penalty. And what's funny is you can see the coach down here pumping his fist because he was fired up. They called the holding. You know he was the one hollering, hold, hold, hold.
Right.
The ref throws the flag. And then, like you said, it's 12 yards away from the actual play. And really what's happening is Logan's driving his guy. There wasn't no hold. It was just he was getting whipped.
Right.
I had a ref tell me last night in a middle school game, Coach, it ain't always holding. Sometimes he's just getting whipped. And that's what was happening. Logan was whipping that guy, and the coach down here didn't like it, hollered hold, and so the ref throws the flag. So then we go to 2nd and 12, and then after the slip down right now we're 3rd and 15 back at the 50-yard line. Actually, it'll be 3rd and about 17. 2:29 left. Carver 28, Chelsea 24. And Richard, if we somehow come up short on this one, we've blown it.
Yep.
Because we had a 11-point lead, and we were doing a really good job of shutting them down and moving the football, and we've let this one slip away.
Mr. Whitehat's trying to do something with the clock. I'm not sure what he's signaling. I think he's saying 2, 2, 2, 5. He's wanting to take 4 seconds off the clock.
Not sure how or why.
Or is he saying 2, 4, 5?
Nah, who knows? Ain't nobody moving that clock. Ain't moving.
No.
I'm gonna guess he gives up. Or no, they're gonna tell the coach, and the coach is telling one of the coaches up here in the box.
Well, here's the deal, Ray. You're in 4-down territory.
Oh yeah.
You got two downs to make up this 19 yards or so.
Yeah, 16, 17 yards.
Well, we just need to relax here. Carver fans are into it. The band's into it.
The official's saying 2:35. So they're going to put 6 seconds back on the clock and take it to 2:35. The coach came out of the box and told us, and we told the official down there.
We're in this big room between the coaches, the Carver coaches and the referees and DJ Kozo. Yeah. So.
All right, we got an empty formation again. Collier's into that middle inside receiver. Turner back here by himself. Uh-oh, got a little pressure right here. Turner's going to have to look to run, and he gets – they only brought 4 guys. We had 5, and they whipped our 4, or whipped our 5 with 4, and now it's 4th and about 15. And, Richard, I got news for you.
You don't have much in your playbook?
You ain't got much in your playbook for 4th and 15. It looks like Chelsea's probably called their last time out. And I ain't saying there's a ton of time left, but there's time left.
Yeah, I mean, 2:19. But this is the big play, Ray. I mean, you got to pick up this first down, or it's going to be hard to because you have no timeouts left.
Nope.
So you have no way to stop the clock if you don't pick up this first down. So basically, you're saying, hey, let's use our timeout here. Let's get a good play called. Let's pick up this first down and go down here and score. So, there is a lot of time left, Ray, but not when you don't have timeouts, because now Carver can just take a knee if we aren't able to pick up this first down.
Yep. That's right, because we've used all of our timeouts. And a while ago, we dialed up a play, and Collier caught the ball across the middle. And I think we lined up in the same formation. But unfortunately, they got pressure off this left end. And once he did, Turner had to take it and step up a little bit. And when he did, he didn't get far and got tackled. And I'm sure, like you said, Charlie's hurt. Mark Moody's hurt. I mean, we got injured people out there all over the field. Big play right here, Chelsea fans. 4th down and about 16 at the Carver 48-yard line. 2:19 left to go in this game. Chelsea 24, Carver 28. Twins right, twins left. Collier's in the backfield. He's looking to help protect. Turner throws it down the field, and it's intercepted by Carver. He's up to the 30, 35, 40, and he's going to be, if he don't get tackled here by Collier, Blair on the tackle, and looks like Gabe Ruffin on the tackle. So, Richard, not saying it's over, but the hammer and the nails are out.
Yeah. Well, that time Carver brought 3 and dropped 8. Turner loaded up, let one fly down the field, and their safety was just playing center field and just came and and picked that one off out of the middle in the middle of the air. So there's a flag. They got excessive celebration on Carver. They're out here jumping around.
They're excited.
They are.
Big
Hey,
win
it's
for
big
them.
win.
They were down 11 points.
First region game, they were down 24-13 in the fourth quarter.
And we,
been able to fight back here and take the lead and have the ball with 2 minutes, 4 seconds left, Ray. And honestly, barring a fumble, we have no way to stop the ball or stop the clock.
Stop the clock, yeah. We don't have a way to stop the clock at all. All right, so it is unsportsmanlike on the Carver Rams. They'll be backed up. I think that's a 10-yard penalty. No, it's 15. Robbie.
So at this point, best case scenario is we get us a fumble recovery. Otherwise, we're going to walk out of here 0-3.
Yeah. In the defense's play, I know we've given up 28, but you had a trick play, a little halfback pass, you know.
We played well. I mean,
yeah,
like
we
you
did,
said,
unfortunately.
You
score 24 points. 24 should be enough to get you a win. Carver again with not enough men on the field. See, Carver's going victory formation here. Oh, they're going their Wildcat. I mean, that's the crazy thing. Carver ain't even organized enough where they can, strip the football right here. Strip the football. Got to get the football away from him.
I know that's one of the things that coach, and you can see Nolan forehand in the huddle there. I mean, in the scrum there, trying to yank it out. That's one of the things that Coach Ellison and Coach Crabtree and Coach Hibbs, defensive coaches, teach a lot, is strip that ball, and that's what we're going to have to do here. But at this point, I imagine they're just going to take a couple of knees.
Yeah, you don't have this 134, 133 left. Got a 4-point lead. Don't have to do a lot. We used all of our timeouts a while ago on offense. Had a lot of injuries tonight. Avery Lawhorn's hurt. Collier's been hurt. Vic Lindsay's been hurt. Mark Moody's been hurt. Jordan Smith got hurt. I mean, it's just one player after another. We just, we worked hard this summer. That's the crazy thing. We really did work hard. That's hold right there on Peter Wren. But thank goodness they finally threw a flag. But it don't help when it's minute 5 left. They held Peter Wren no worse than they've held Todd Justice all night long. And
now we're throwing the flags
the flag
around.
threw the flag at the ref.
Well, the referee threw the white cap through the flag. It stuck on the back of number 50's
Oh, did
jersey.
It really?
Jacob Clayton comes over, pulls it out, and drops it. Well, then the guy from Carver, picks it up and throws it at the ref. I mean, it's like we're throwing footballs around, we're throwing flags around.
All right,
but still a penalty.
Unfortunately, that penalty there is a little too late because they literally, Todd Justice has had his jersey hanging off his shoulder pads without hitting the ground multiple times, and they ain't called a flag on. And Todd Justice is hard to block.
Yeah.
And they have not thrown a flag the whole night. And then finally we start moving the ball down here, and they call Logan Brazier for a whole, 15 yards away from the play.
After the play was basically over.
Yeah, called Cole Berryman for a late hit out of bounds that he wasn't out of bounds on. And if that kid runs off, I'm about to say, if he runs out of bounds, they're still in the goal line offense. He's just trying to keep it and run the timeout. So we got to strip the football away. Carver has the ball on their own 30-yard line, so it's going to be 3rd and 15, but there's 55 seconds left. So Richard barring a 4th down or a fumble here, this game's going to be over.
Yeah. But, Ray, you know what? Lots of positives to take away from this first region game tonight. I mean, the kids fought hard. We played hard, played well. Great play calling, I thought, on both sides of the ball. I know Coach Ellison brought some pressure from on the defensive side. Just, negative plays, and we got shooting ourselves in the foot at the wrong time.
All right, 24 seconds, 23 seconds left on 3rd down here. And the running back's looking to run.
And that's good. They don't have to snap it again. That's
Nope.
going to be it.
That's ball game. Well, people, Hornet fans, we come up a little empty on the wrong side of the board tonight, 28-24 to Carver. Give it to Carver for pulling out an 11-point deficit